He's one of the best players in baseball, Bobby Witt Jr., and look what he does. 9-game hit streak for the Royals. A playoff surprise last year, looking to do the same this year. For Detroit, same thing. They get in the playoffs, made some noise. Spencer Torkelson was not a part of it, but the former #1 pick off to a great start. And it's the Tigers and Royals on FS1, and we say welcome. Our MLB on FS1 pregame, sponsored by Geico tonight. Good to have you with us, and we say hello. D-Train, Dontrell Willis is here, looking as good as always, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. We got some highlights already, day baseball on this Thursday. Why don't we catch you up around the league before we get to our game? Giants-Phillies. Giants trying to take 3-4 in Philadelphia. Kyle Schwarber trying to prevent that with an early lead against Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, awesome job staying on that slider, not overswinging his barrel to the baseball, gets him 2 RBI staking.
Alec Bohm has been struggling at the plate, so this feels good. Deep, Luis Matos has a chance. He's so good out there, just couldn't hang on, so Bohm's going to get a triple.
Yeah, Matos usually comes up with that play, but caught the sun, bounced right off the glove, the heel of the glove. That's a tough play right there, actually hitting that wall.
5-1 Phils. Giants coming back, though. 6th inning, Matt Chapman against Christopher Sanchez. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that mustache, man, that mustache power, he's been absolutely outstanding, especially when he's healthy. He can barrel the baseball with the best of them.
He's trimming that every day, there's no question. Meanwhile, Christopher Sanchez might be the second-best pitcher on Philadelphia's really talented rotation.
You know what? He's fun to watch. I mean, he throws his changeup harder than I threw my fastball and has a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. It's fun to watch.
That one just went final. Phillies hold on to get a 4-game split. Diamondbacks are on fire. First inning, taking on the Marlins, Pavin Smith.
No! Stop beating up on my fish, KB.
Train, I'm sensing a theme. 5th inning, it's Josh Naylor, new to Arizona. Watch where this goes.
Oh, my goodness. He hit that ball to South Beach.
I mean,
oh, my goodness. Yeah, we'd have to talk about that in the tunnel.
Yeah. He is off to a hot start with his new digs. Arizona's hot. They've won 5 in a row. Mariners, Reds. Mariners are down 7-5. Buck, Cal Raleigh. All he does is hit home runs.
He did not hit that ball to that river.
Tried. So enticing. So enticing. Then Randy Arozarena. He hits one down the line. A solo shot. Back-to-back homers tied at 7.
Andy makes it dandy.
For him, 10th inning. Seattle's up 8-7. Arozarena adding on as it gets through. And the Mariners going to bring home a couple and wrap up an 11-7 victory in 10. A's White Sox. 5th inning, Lawrence Butler. A's had an early lead. Top of the order is Lawrence Butler.
Oh, Law Dog, pull the hands through.
He really laying back on him there.
What's going on? The humidor off? These balls flying.
Speaking of flying, how about Tyler Soderstrom? He leads the league in home runs. You're saying, what? Here's another. His 9th.
That's a pretty swing. Short, compact through the baseball. It doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed. He can cover the baseball.
There you go. So 8-0 A's. Those are the day baseball finals from today. Our game tonight's a really good one. It's the Tigers, it's the Royals, 2 in-division rivals, and 2 teams who surprised everyone by making the playoffs and winning a wild card series. But which team takes now the next step first?
Well, for me right now, it's the Detroit Tigers. I see more depth in that rotation. They made it to the postseason with just 2 starters last year. They added to that. Tarek Skubal, obviously, to his ace ways, has a 2.6 ERA. He's absolutely outstanding. But the youngster, Jackson Jobe, has been solid, has a 3 ERA. We'll see how he adjusted once the league adjusts to him. And Flaherty has been solid in that rotation in the back end with the 2.6 ERA as well. And so when you're able to throw strikes and keep the game intact, it keeps your offense in striking distance. And on the flip side of it, Spencer Torkelson has been absolutely outstanding. He has a chance to win Comeback Player of the Year if Mike Trout doesn't steal it. He's got 6 home runs, so they have a little more offensive depth with him and Carpenter, and still waiting for Riley Green to kind of get his foot down as well.
Cool for Torkelson. He was left off the playoff roster last year. How about the Royals? 29th in the league in offense. That was a problem last year. You worried?
A little bit, because the supporting cast needs to step up. It needs to be somebody other than Bobby Witt Jr. Hunter Renfroe, 5 for 42 with no home runs. You need to see some thump. And Pascal Tino, who's been that solid contact, the damage guy, only hitting 200 with 11 strikeouts. So the supporting cast needs to be a little bit better. But in the baseball season, it's a lot of time to get this rectified.
Yeah, a lot of time to get. They were really good with runners in scoring position last year, Witt and Sal, and they need some others to help out in that offense and get it going here. We know they can pitch. Should be a good one tonight. Start of a 4-game series. in Motown. And the starting pitchers tonight, it's Reese Olson. Last home start was really good. 6 innings, allowed just 2 runs, hoping to do the same in Detroit. Coming your way tonight against the Royals. They've got a really good pitching staff. Michael Lorenzen has gone more than 5 innings in each start this year. 3 earned runs or fewer each time. So runs at a premium tonight. It's the Royals and the Tigers. Enjoy it. We'll be back with the postgame after it's all over.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check your outfit first before meeting your girlfriend's family.
That's a tough one to recover from, Steve. The disappointment on their faces says it all.
Yeah, checking first is smart. Yeah. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Did you know our Jersey Mike's order came with a $25 Fanatics promo code?
I did. It's kind of hard to forget, dude.
$25 Fanatics promo code for every $25 you spend in the Jersey Mike's app when you have chips and drinks. Insane deal.
Awesome. Can we please turn it off while we're eating?
Oh, he's right there. He can hear you. Right, Simon? Spot on.
What'd he say?
Simon feels very attacked right now.
He feels attacked? That's what he said. Oh, he feels attacked.
My Mike's members score Fanatics gear, like Simon, when you order through the app.
You gesture, the world responds. Any car that doesn't offer that sense of control is a car that stops short of amazing.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Next Level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGuard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGuard Plus.
You're seeing Skechers' famous Glide Step footwear everywhere. And now that famous design is available in hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Get the comfort and style of Glide Step now with the convenience of slip-ins with no bending down or touching your shoes. Try Glide Step Skechers slip-ins.
Hey, Sweaty. Sweetie, you good?
Someone stole my Old Spice antiperspirant. Now I'm smelling like perspirant.
I did. For its 24/7 sweat protection.
You did this to my pets.
Bourbon this balanced doesn't just happen. With subtle notes of bright cherry and warm vanilla, there's a method to our smoothness. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Couple of 2024 playoff teams get together tonight in Detroit. The 30-win turnaround last year for the Royals, and the Tigers electrified this town with a run to the American League Division Series, and they play for the first time tonight out of 13 times they'll play in 2025. Start of a 4-game series from Comerica Park. With Tom Perducci, I'm Connor Onion. It's Bobby Witt Jr., the runner-up and the most valuable player in the American League voting last year, out of the 2-hole tonight for a Kansas City offense that's trying to get the bats going, with Jonathan India up at the top, then Bobby Witt and Vinny Pasquantino, Salvador Perez, Michael Massey, and Michael Garcia in the middle. Kevin Biggio, Drew Waters, and Kyle Isbell rounded out for the Royals against right-hander Reese Olson, with the slider and the changeup as the secondary pitches. He's right in the middle of this rotation behind Tarek Skubal and Jack Flaherty, Tom.
Yeah, when he's right, you're going to see a lot of pitches on the bottom rail of the strike zone, especially with that changeup. Gets a lot of swings and misses and ground balls. And anytime you're pitching to the Royals, but especially right now, you have to circle the name Bobby Witt Jr. He's had ownership over Reese Olson. 6 out of 11, 2 home runs. And the rest of this Kansas City lineup is in scuffling lately, so he has to be even extra careful tonight against Bobby Witt Jr.
And it has been mostly a one-man show so far, and a lot of fly balls from this Kansas City offense. So could be a busy night for Riley Green in left. Ryan Kreidler gets the start with a banged-up center field position right now for the Tigers. Kerry Carpenter is in right. Zach McKinstry, the third baseman. Trey Sweeney, Gleyber Torres, the double-play partners. Colt Keith gets the start at first, and Dylan Dingler has done most of the catching with Jake Rogers on the injured list for Detroit.
Riley Green, hard to imagine with a swing as sweet as his that he has won for his last 31. Didn't think that could be possible. AJ Hinch telling us he's ready to break out at any time with just one swing.
An all-star in 2024 and some family here tonight, so you figure maybe the homestand will get him right for the Tigers, with Reese Olson getting the ball in game 1 after Detroit was on the road for about a week. First in Minneapolis and then in Milwaukee, dropping 2 out of 3 to the Brewers the last 3 days. Final series of a 10-game road trip for Kansas City, and off they go with Jonathan India going first pitch hunting and lacing one to left for a base hit.
Now that is big. It's a nice flat swing. You mentioned the fly balls here. India, like a lot of these Kansas City hitters, way too many pop-ups. No team has popped out more than Kansas City. That's a nice flat swing first pitch for a guy who had been scuffling one for his last 24.
And that's a difference in approach for the Royals, who are typically patient, don't swing at a lot of first pitches. But here is Bobby Witt Jr. for the first time, taking a changeup downstairs from Olson. And that's why India was brought over from the Reds in a trade. Brady Singer, innings eater in the rotation last year, traded for India to lead off for this team. And the fastball grabs the edge for strike 1. Runner-up to Aaron Judge in the MVP voting last year. 30-30 season again for Bobby Witt Jr. He did not go on the slider. It's 2-1.
That was a good slider, though. You saw really forced a swing decision on Bobby Witt Jr.'s part. You see the numbers against Olson. This is a tough matchup because Bobby's such a good low ball hitter. That's where Olson likes to live.
Goes off the outer edge again, 3-1.
Danger pitch right here. I mean, this is where you just can't give in. Wouldn't surprise me even if he went to a changeup right here.
Hitters count, and he did go to the changeup, but nowhere close. And the first 2 reach for the Royals against Olson in the first.
I like the thought process because you just can't give in to a hot hitter there, especially a guy who's got some ownership on you. Just didn't execute that pitch.
So 2 aboard in front of Vinny Pasquantino, who's hitting 200 to start the year, but his manager Matt Cuchero feels like he is right on the verge of a breakout. And first pitch hunting on the fastball for strike 1. So what the Royals have been looking for is somebody to be there in the middle of the lineup in support of Bobby Witt Jr. Olson back with a 1-strike pitch, and the change has Olson in an 0-2 count.
Yeah, that's exactly the pitch that AJ Hinch wanted to see from Olson early in the game. When he's able to establish that bottom rail changeup, everything else works off that pitch. He feeds off of that pitch.
With the 2-strike deal, he goes fastball high. That's exactly what AJ Hinch said. If that first or second change, if you see it right at that bottom rail, it's probably going to be a good night for Reese Olson. Stressful first inning with 2 aboard and nobody out. And he goes to the change again, and it's lifted out to right. And this is playable for Carpenter, who breaks in late, makes a lunging catch. India holds it second, and nobody moves up. Carpenter a little nervy at the end of it, but makes the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, it looked like the wind knocked this ball down a little bit. I mean, Tigers are happy to be back home where the weather is about almost 30 degrees warmer than it was the last time they were home against New York, 62 degrees. But you see the adjustment there. It's not especially windy, but it looked like the ball did fall into that breeze.
Tom, the Tigers and their fans are happy not to see ski masks on their players now that they're back home. Salvador Perez up there out of the cleanup spot.
I think you're onto something here with the first pitch swinging by Kansas City. You don't see that typically, but hunting fastballs early, and Olsen has been complying with what they're looking for.
India singled on a first pitch fastball. And on the second pitch of the sequence, a shallow fly ball to right center. Another one for Carpenter, and he's put away back-to-back outs to help out Olsen.
Once again, the ball in the air way too much. Now, no one really wants to hit ground balls. Obviously, you want line drives, but for a team that doesn't have a lot of power, Kansas City has the second highest launch angle in baseball. That's not good. You know, the Yankees are number one. They hit a lot of home runs. That's fine.
The Royals hit the least amount of home runs in baseball with 10 through 19 games. Massey takes the slider for a strike.
I've always thought pop-ups should be counted like strikeouts. They don't advance runners. They don't put pressure on a defense. They're just empty at bats.
Massey trying to come through with 2 outs, and he triples 1 foul. I like that idea, Tom, because in a lot of cases it doesn't drive a pitch count either if you pop out, especially early in an at-bat.
Yeah, I mean, generally the guys who are going to pop out the most are pull hitters. They get out front a little too early. Kansas City should be a good line drive hitting team.
0-2 to Massey, and he lays off the slider. That has been the put-away pitch for a lot of Reese Olson's life. As he's progressed as a pro, that changeup has become more and more of a weapon. Where's he go? 1-2 with 2 outs and 2 on. He goes back-to-back breaking balls, this time the curve for ball 2.
That was a nice block by Dingler right there. It's really a big base because, you know, India has been nursing a sore quad, and they noticed on his base hit he's not exactly running full tilt. Keep an eye on that if he tries to score on a base hit.
He's got Sweeney in the neighborhood at shortstop. 2-2 is swung on and missed, and there is that lethal changeup from Reese Olson. First 2 reach, Olson gets the next 3.
Ghosts, demons. We gonna kill them all.
We gotta keep everybody inside.
We ain't gonna kill every last one of you.
I ain't gonna let that happen. Y'all have a nice night.
Sinners, rated R, only in theaters tomorrow.
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy.
USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
The DQ freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished for blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ freezer closes.
Welcome to the start of the new year. Coming out hard like keep riding the Peloton. Everything. That's the way you push through, baby. Proud of you.
Hey, get off your...
Show off. Mountain Dew.
Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Start designing. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
Reese Olson worked out of trouble for the Tigers in the first. Now Michael Lorenzen out for Kansas City. The former Detroit Tigers spent the first half of 2023 with the Tigers.
He's got a little new wrinkle in his delivery. You'll see that spin move there. A little bit like a right-handed version of Robbie Ray, where he really hides the baseball well. Shows his number to the hitter. Look at the pitch mix here. I think he's been hanging around Seth Lugo a lot. 7 different pitches. Best pitch actually is the 4-seam fastball.
3 different shapes on that fastball. He throws a sweeper to Gleyber Torres and retires the first batter he sees out to Pasquantino. After Torres, here comes Kerry Carpenter and Zach McKinstry. Spencer Torkelson off to a great start with 6 home runs. Riley Green trying to break a slump tonight out of the 5-hole. Dylan Dingler out of the 6-hole. Colt Keith, Trey Sweeney, and Ryan Kreidler rounded out for the Tigers manager A.J. Hinch.
Yeah, interesting lineup. A.J. Hinch telling us that he really thought about the 3 left-handed pitchers in the Kansas City bullpen when he established this lineup construction.
And Kerry Carpenter could play a big role in that. Usually when the Royals and the Tigers get together, there's a little chess match going on, getting lefties on the mound, seeing if A.J. Hinch will pinch hit for him. And Carpenter laces that to right for a base hit. Past the dive of Pasquantino. And a 1-out single for Carpenter in the Tigers' first inning.
Well, that was the 4-seam fastball. I think he wanted this farther up. That's it right in the wheelhouse for Kerry Carpenter. I mean, his fastball, you don't see a big number in terms of the radar reading, but that's just the 2nd hit this year. And he actually, this surprised me, Connor. The last 3 years, he has the lowest batting average against on a 4-seam fastball. 3 years, 186.
That is mind-boggling. I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, for a guy who doesn't throw many, he throws it less than 30% of the time.
Zach McKinstry batting 3rd tonight for the Tigers. And a breaking ball taken for a strike. So many different shapes for Lorenzen. He's got the 3 different fastball shapes, and 3 different breaking ball shapes, plus a changeup. And on the 0-2, he goes change and waste one. Interesting matchup tonight because you have those 3 different fastballs for Lorenzen, and McKinstry has been one of the Tigers' best fastball hitters, hitting .323 on fastballs this year. 1-2. Off speed again, goes with the curve, still 1-2.
Just his 2nd career start in the number 3 hole in the lineup.
McKinstry's been hanging out deeper down the lineup, sometimes middle, sometimes bottom. He slides up, trying to set the table for Torkelson and Green next. Carpenter out there after his 1-out single. And the opposite way on the fastball. This sends Waters into the corner, and he makes the catch. Ranging into foul territory on a ball tailing away from him. Waters grabs out number 2.
That's a really nice play by Waters. As you mentioned, this ball is moving away from him off the left-handed bat, right on the line, knowing that Wall is cut up quickly. Good concentration.
So rangy play to bring up Torkelson with ball 1 from Lorenzen. Another home run yesterday. He's up to 6 on the year. Took him until his 63rd game last year to do that. Yesterday was game 18. He's ahead 2-0. Part of the story for Torkelson last year was that slow start that turned into a demotion. Green light on 2-0. There are no signs of going back to AAA with how he started now. 6 home runs, 13 driven in, also leading the Tigers in doubles.
Now he looks like a completely different hitter. There's no question about it, from the setup to swing to his thought process. When you watch Torque now set up in the box, last year he was really flat-footed. The head was right over the torso. Now his head is in front of his feet, almost like an athletic position you'd play defense in basketball, return to serve in tennis. Much more athletic. Oh, we had a pitch to hit right there.
Sure did. This was yesterday, his 6th of the year in Milwaukee, going the opposite way.
Yeah, I got the pitch elevated and took it out the other way. He's just been on everything. His home runs have been to all parts of the field, known for pull-side power. Out goes Oppo.
Payoff pitch is downstairs for ball 4. Lorenzen gave it a little extra look. It was low, and Torkelson with a good eye draws the 2-out walk. Paul Clemens has the plate tonight. He had the plate for Red Sox, White Sox on Saturday. And had 95% accuracy. Looked to be accurate on that one as well.
Yeah, I mean, he is, if you go by the numbers, I know it's early, it's his 4th game behind the plate, but he's in the top 10 in terms of accuracy in Major League Baseball.
Now Riley Green trying to bust out of this 1-for-31 slump. Counts even.
Amazing part of that slump here is the number of strikeouts, 19. He's been getting some pitches to hit, just fouling them off like that.
Yeah,
that's been typical of Riley Green. A little late on fastballs, out front on breaking balls, and when he does get a pitch in the zone, he's just not doing anything with it.
It was a good start. He homered 3 times in that first week. And change up, and you could hear the frustration from Green as he gets out of the box. As it's 1 for his last 32. And the Tigers strand 2, scoreless first.
Is this an iconic sneaker ad? Nope, it's an ad for the new KFC Dunk It Bucket. Now anyone can dunk. With 3 sauces, fries, new mashed potato poppers, and original recipe tenders. Dunk for $7 or get enough to share for $25.
It's all happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We got approved.
Bro, don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Speaking of the one, caterer. We need a caterer.
This Easter, the UFL takes over spring's biggest weekend. Holy cow! With the Fox Football Extravaganza. Are you kidding me? 3 nights, 3 UFL games, 1 network. Outstanding! The Fox Football Extravaganza kicks off Friday night at 8 Eastern.
Attention super markup shoppers. It's about time we paid everyday low prices, like at Aldi. Not increasingly high prices for potatoes. And these sales that aren't really sales. We're getting hustled, people. Hey, buddy, got loyalty card? Useless. Because at Aldi, you don't need one to get a good deal. Here at Aldi, they don't play pricing games. You just walk in and save. That's why they're #1 in everyday low prices.
Everything we don't do is for you. It's an Aldi thing.
The Cantina Chicken Menu. But now it's caliente. Introducing the bold with Caliente Cantina Chicken Menu from Taco Bell. Here for a limited time.
Time's dryer. So your baby stays comfortably dry all night long. Pampers Swaddlers, dry all night.
The MLB app's got game. Pre-game, post-game, and everything you need in between. Plus personalized daily content that hits every time. Catch it now on the MLB app.
Royals and Tigers both had 2 runners on with 2 outs, but do nothing with it. Olsen and Lorenzen wiggle out. Now Olsen starts 2nd inning with a breaking ball for strike 1. To Michael Garcia. He's out in front of the change, pops it up. This has been the story of the Royals offense lately, and another pop out as Olsen with 1 up and 1 down to the 2nd.
So it's been 12 straight games. Kansas City has not scored more than 4 runs. Only 6 home runs in that stretch. And once again, you know, you would think when you don't have that kind of power, you wouldn't have so many weak pop-ups. But they do. It's the biggest problem right now.
It's the longest stretch in 2 years where the Royals have gone 12 straight games without 4+ runs. back-to-back fastballs for strikes to get ahead to Biggio. And Matt Quatrero, it feels like it's right there. The big innings are coming. It's got to be somebody else outside of Bobby Witt Jr. getting it started.
We saw Olson start this sequence with 2 fastballs up. Doesn't go up there a lot, but against Biggio, that's the scouting report. Although he worked a lot in the offseason to flatten out his stroke. He did have vulnerability to elevated velocity. And the Royals feel like he's better equipped now to get on top of those pitches.
On the 2-2, he goes back upstairs. Underneath it, keep the count level. Biggio signed a minor league deal with the Royals in the offseason. On top of what they liked with his swing, also liked that he can play just about anywhere. The fastball bounced up the middle for a base hit. Second hit for the Royals is a Biggio 1-out single here in the second.
Yeah, just a mistake with location by Olson. This pitch is in a place where Biggio likes it. That's in his wheelhouse. Getting the ball middle down. Fastball's up. You saw him did a nice job just fouling off that pitch upstairs.
So back-to-back innings with traffic for the Royals. And Drew Waters, their 8th batter, takes outside. Big key for Olson after a heavy traffic last start where he had a lot of deep counts. Keep an eye on that number in the bottom right corner, that pitch count number today. Over the top of the changeup, 1-1. First time through the order in his last start against the Twins, he worked 4 full counts and threw 44 pitches. Much more efficient through 7+ batters tonight. This is driven in the air to center, but playable for Kreidler, who breaks back in and has the second out.
Yeah, Reese has done a better job, even compared to his first 3 starts, in terms of being in the zone. You know, his first 3 starts in the zone just 42% of the time. That's just too low. Looks a little more efficient tonight.
As A.J. Hinch said, his manager, we need a little more early count action from Reese Olson. And doing that so far. Here's Kyle Isbell out of the 9-hole. And that is the reputation of Olson. He is a strike thrower. And Tigers felt he got squeezed his last time out. That led to some of the high pitch count. A.J. Hinch actually used another word, another S word. I said squeezed. He used a different S word.
I'll break out my thesaurus, see if I can find it.
Squeezed or whatever S word you can come up with for that one. Good pitch.
Yeah, great pitch right on the crosshairs of the strike zone. Good job by Dingler working up to make sure it gets the call.
And a wave and a miss. Olson finishes him off with a changeup. Strands the 1-out single through 2 scoreless for Reese Olson.
And Doug.
You'll be back. Emus can't help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. You're just a flightless bird.
No, he's a dreamer, Frank.
And Doug.
Well, I'll be. That bird really did it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Sunlight is a powerful thing. Pets know, and so does Purina. That's why 100% of Purina's power comes from solar and wind investments to help make the food that powers your pet. Purina cares here and here.
We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating an uncompromisingly delicious bourbon. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust pizza tastes like never before. Because Domino's has never had stuffed crust before. Seriously. But we do now. So get any medium 2-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza for $10.99 when you mix and match.
In 1988, Fox changed television forever.
I'm John Walsh, host of America's Most Wanted.
With nearly 1,200 captured, the legacy continues. America's Most Wanted is back. Premieres this Monday on Fox.
Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers battle Corey Seager and the Rangers. Or Nolan Arenado and the Cardinals take on Juan Soto and the Mets. Saturday at 4 Eastern on Fox.
Start of a 4-game set. Couple playoff teams from 2024 out of the American League Central. Home half of the second with Dylan Dingler. First pitch attacking out to the gap in left center field. One pitch, one base runner for the Tigers in their second time to the plate.
Didn't waste any time. Got a pitch up and knew exactly what to do with it.
Dylan Dingler.
He's going to get some run here, Connor, with Rogers on the IL. Good chance for him.
There's Colt Keith. He goes first pitch attacking on the change. And this might stay in play for Garcia. It does. And early count action for the Tigers and 1 out with Dingler over at first. Tom, I was thinking the same thing with Rogers out and Dingler getting more run. Dingler might be playing himself into more of a share even when Rogers comes back.
He definitely has that opportunity. Really, really good athlete. You know, they say there's no 3-sport high school athletes anymore. Well, football, basketball, baseball, all 4 years in high school. Goes to college as a center fielder. His dad played college football. His mom ran track in college. That's a good athlete. And not just because he's a catcher.
Yeah, not just it's not that qualifier. He's a good athlete for a catcher. He's a good athlete, period.
Yeah, he's made himself into a really good receiver back there. I mean, he's now, as you mentioned, getting this run, catching Tarek Skubal. Tarek complimented him very well the other day.
And Dingler was also a punt returner in high school, on top of playing center field at Ohio State. I wouldn't bet that he's running, even with all that athleticism. He's not, and a grounder to the right side. And the only play is to first for Massey. And it moves the athletic Dingler up to second with 2 outs in the inning. So up to Ryan Kreidler to try to drive in the first run with the guy out there in scoring position for the second straight inning for the Tigers. Kreidler trying to snap a 1 for 17 over the last week or so. And Kreidler on the first pitch. It's foul.
Well, Lorenzen got away with that one. The sweeper hung there. First pitch. Kreidler ready to hit. Had a good pass at it, just a little too quick.
Lorenzen stranded runners at first and second last inning. A man at second with 2 outs in the second. And that's better location, Tom, on the sweeper. That's more where he wants it.
Yeah, didn't get the call, but it was just below the zone. That's a good take right there.
Hung the first one, borderline on the second. And back to the edge with the changeup. And he did go. Adrian Johnson down at first base pumps the fist. 1-2.
Well, that call surprised me. Let's see the barrel of the bat. Yep, actually he did.
No big argument from Kreidler. He's back in there with 2 strikes. And it's spiked on the changeup. And Dingler down 90 feet away from the first run of the night.
he has stayed soft throughout this whole at bat. As you mentioned, he just yanks this changeup. Interesting pitch selection right there, going to the right on right change. See if he goes upstairs with the fastball. Hasn't really elevated with velocity yet.
2-2. He goes upstairs, but a curveball up there. Kreidler ready for it. Stays in there. So many different options when you get in these 2-strike counts for Lorenzen. With that 7-pitch mix is 2-2. And it's a breaking ball hit in the air to right center, but it hangs up and is caught by Biggio, and the inning is over. Another runner stranded for Lorenzen. 0-0 game.
We were all looking for some place to call home. But first you need a place to look for a place to call home. And that's homes.com, because it's the best.
I told you, you cannot legally say homes.com is the best.
What if she says it as Morgan Freeman?
Homes.com. I can get this. Whole.com.
No.
Well, how can we not say it if that's our new name?
Give up.
Homes.com is the best.com.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
That beer cap is about the luckiest piece of metal in the world. Chairing the welcome committee for a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis.
Gravity Defier for life. Iams for life. Also try new Iams Healthy Weight Cat Food.
I'm not him. I'm not Jack.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized is a car that stops short of amazing.
Oh, weeding is the worst. But now, there's Spruce. You'll see visible results in 1 hour and dead weeds in 1 day. And it's safe for use around people and pets. Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Scoreless through 2 in Detroit. Opening game of a 4-game series. Royals and Tigers back to the top. Second time through. Reese Olson against Jonathan India in this Royals lineup. Early count swings that first time through for the Royals. Watches the first 2 go by, 1-1.
Yeah, the pattern first time through for Olson has been fastballs early and then getting to that changeup, which is excellent tonight. Really good sinking action. There's another one right there.
Yep.
Yeah, and to me, Connor, his changeup works better when he doesn't overthrow it. When he's, I want to say 86, 87 to me, it's a little better than 88, 89. But he has really good movement tonight on that pitch.
It has gotten a little firm at times, you're right. Sometimes only that 5 to 6 mile per hour difference between his change and his fastball. There's one in the mid-80s. Tarek Skubal has one of the best changeups in the game in this Tigers rotation. There's about a 10 mile per hour difference between fastball and changeup. 2-2. Reaching swing and fouled off.
Well, that's what Jonathan India can do. Every year he's been in the big leagues, he's improved his contact rate, reduced his strikeout rate, fooled on that slider, but just still was able to spoil it, get to another pitch.
Another 2-2 and another spoil.
Well, he's got him set up for that changeup if he wants to go back to it, showing the fastball up.
A third 2-2, and he wastes one on the curve. India has shown a good eye, not just in his career with Cincinnati, but he's carried that over into his first year with the Royals. He works a deep count. The 3-2 is cut on and missed. There's that changeup again, Tom, for a strikeout.
Just so good. I mean, this is a strike until it's not at the very end. Just that tumbling action there, forcing a swing decision at 3-2. Winds up out of the zone, but boy, that looked like a strike almost the entire time.
Well, all three strikeouts for Olson have come on the changeup. And now he gets the American League batting champion for the second time, Bobby Witt Jr. And grabs the lower rail for strike one.
Nice job by Dingler again on the low pitch. Again, you see Olson working Witt extremely carefully. I mean, last year, Bobby Witt had 21 RBIs against Detroit. That's the most by any player against any team last year. They've seen enough of him doing damage.
He checked his swing on the 1-1, and he did hold up. And so they're very, very happy that this is one out, nobody on. Because if there were guys on, it would be here we go again.
And it really challenges the discipline of Bobby Witt Jr. Just like that. I guess he called the swing there, but knowing that teams are, unless the lineup starts going, they're not going to let Bobby Witt Jr. beat them.
Well, Olson showing a major respect on the fringes. The 2-2. And a bouncing ball down to third for McKinstry. And the fire across is on the money. And Olson wins that battle with Witt for out number 2.
Yeah, that's a classic at bat to me, where, as you said, Olson's not giving in at all, no matter what the count is, to Bobby Witt Jr. And, you know, sometimes you just have to take your walks, especially with a guy with speed who can turn a walk into a double.
Pasquantino, first pitch swinging, and launches one deep down the right field line. It's twisting, and it is foul. Good catch down there, I think. I didn't see it. From the sound of it, it sounded like somebody caught it in the air. That's an out at a Savannah Bananas game, but not here.
Yeah. Always a good idea to bring your glove to the game, even if you're in deep right field.
2-1 on Pasquantino. Some change-ups in this sequence would make a lot of sense. It's been a good pitch for Olson. Pasquantino's a sub-100 hitter against off-speed. And there is the change-up. It's 2-2.
Yeah, that wasn't a great one. Way out front.
We go to it again.
Looks like he's in swing mode, so I would say yes. Faded out of the zone.
Olson's 2-2 is a fastball.
Ooh, got away with it.
It's twice he's gotten away with mistakes to Pasquantino.
Yeah, and you saw Reese's reaction. He knew it. It's not where he wanted that pitch.
Two outs, bases clear. There's the change, and Pasquantino went around. All 4 strikeouts on that devastating change through 3 scoreless for Olson.
As fun as this looks, we've got a better way to kickstart your day. At Tropical Smoothie Cafe, we're dishing out bowls and breakfast faves full of creamy, crunchy goodness. The only thing ice cold is our smoothies, of course. You're on Tropic Time now.
We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating an uncompromisingly delicious bourbon. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
With e-inspection, Meineke checks mine auto and sends photos of the parts that need work. There are rarely any surprises. So I added a few. Surprise! I only trust Meineke with Meineke.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Get 1.99% APR financing for 48 months on the 2025 Tundra. Visit your local Toyota dealer and get a great deal today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
At Meineke, they do brakes, tires, oil, engines, alternators, head gaskets, crumple pods, Zerny swaps, triple beams, and Yeti grips. I don't know that much about cars. I only trust Meineke with Meineke.
Well, the winter jackets are gone, at least for now in Detroit. Sweatshirt, long sleeve weather. As the Tigers are back from their week-long road trip to Minnesota and Milwaukee. After that frigid series against the Yankees here a week and a half ago. Michael Lorenzen back to work. 2 scoreless innings. He's stranded runners in each. And works even to Gleyber Torres. Here's 1-1. He's up high.
Torres did a nice job for the Yankees last year at the leadoff spot late in the season, getting on base about 35% of the time. Finds himself there tonight. Sees a lot of pitches, and when he's right, to me, his default swing on velocity, line drives to right field.
He's got Pasquantino, the first baseman, cheated him toward that hole. And there's one toward right. A little more airborne than he would like in a routine play for out number 1. Saturday on Fox, reigning MVP Shohei Ohtani leads the Dodgers against Corey Seager and the Rangers, or Nolan Arenado and the Cardinals against Juan Soto and the Mets. Check local listings of the game in your area Saturday at 4 Eastern on Fox. Tigers 2-hole hitter Kerry Carpenter for the second time. And looks at one down from Lorenzen.
So Connor, you mentioned Shohei Ohtani. You of course know he has the most home runs of any active pitcher. 231.
Oh, I know where this is going. Bouncing ball. It's grabbed by Massey, but no play. Back-to-back hits to start this game for Kerry Carpenter. 2 for 2 off Lorenzen.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether Massey had a play. The ball was not hit very hard. You see, he swung over there and had to go a distance to get it. The chance he had was lost when he couldn't complete the transfer. So you know where I'm going. Active pitchers, most home runs. Shohei Ohtani, easy to say he's number 1. And number 2.
He's on the mound right now, right?
You got it. Do you know how many Michael Lorenzen has hit?
Oh gosh, I know he hit.
It's a little less than 231.
Right. I know he hit 4 that one year in Cincinnati when he did both, played the outfield a little bit. I'm going to go with 10 career home runs for Michael Lorenzen.
You're close. You're close. But if we were playing the prices right, you busted here. It's 7. 7 home runs.
Bobby.
Second on the active pitcher home run list. And this surprised me if you want to drop down to a tie for 3rd, which is 3 home runs. Garrett Cole, Jacob deGrom, and Steven Metz.
Okay, so
There's
I'm
our
guessing
list.
Coles were all with the Pirates, deGrom with the Mets.
And Steven Matz with the Mets. Correct.
Steven Matz with the Mets. You know, Lorenzen, we were talking to A.J. Hinch about this before the game. Lorenzen, when he was a Tiger, he was having bats shipped to the clubhouse just to stay ready, just in case A.J. Hinch got in a pinch. And ball 4, he loses McKinstry to put 2 on base with 1 out here in the 3rd inning.
Good at bat. That pitch didn't miss by much. Michael still hits in the offseason. You know, he's not just a good hitter for a pitcher. He's a really good athlete.
So he's in the Dylan Dingler category of not just a good athlete for a catcher, just a good athlete and a good hitter, period. Well, dangerous hitter here, Spencer Torkelson, who he walked the first time, has been the Tigers' best hitter in this opening month. 1-0 to him. And he smokes it to left for a base hit. That's a fair ball and up against the sidewall. Tigers strike first. Here comes the relay throw on the second run, and that's not in time. McKinstry and Carpenter to the plate on another double for Spencer Torkelson, and it's 2-0 Detroit.
That is great base running here. It's a cutter that just isn't away enough, especially to a hot hitter like Torkelson. It's not often you score from first base on a double down the line. But watch Joey Corey. He's sending him all the way. One of the most aggressive third base coaches in the business. He's running him home with him. A little fist pump.
He might as well have been right at the plate making the call.
And you can only bring the player around if he's earned his way to third base. You just can't decide to shift gears late.
Riley Green back through the box. Here comes Spencer Torkelson around third to score. And there's the slump buster for Riley Green to drive in a run after a 1-for-32 stretch.
Oh, how good does that must feel? That's the Riley Green swing right there. Gets on top of the pitch up in the zone with a runner in scoring position. Boy, you can exhale now.
So 4 straight have reached against Lorenzen after getting Torres to fly out to start the inning. Single walk, double single. And the Tigers with the 3 spot in the third. With Dingler waving through the sweeper for strike 1. Not only a welcome sign for Green, but also for the Tigers, who had a terrific Monday night in Milwaukee, scoring 9 runs, winning 9-1. But final 2 games of that series, they were shut down. Shut out on Tuesday and then just 1 run yesterday. One and 1 on Dingler with Green at first. And that's up there, 2-1.
Smile. You can ask for the baseball. It does seem like historic. It's been a while.
That's in there for a strike, 2-2. Yeah, so put that in a trophy case somewhere. Well, I'm glad he's kept his sense of humor through this struggle. Because it's been 1 for 32 with not a lot of bad luck either. And a wave and a miss. Lorenzen bounces back to strike out Dingler. Well, it was 1 for 32 with 19 strikeouts. And yeah, put that one back on the mantle at home after the RBI single for Riley Green.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you could say you're hitting in tough luck, where you look at the metrics and you say, I'm hitting the ball hard, I'm fine. That wasn't the case in that slump. And especially that first at bat just popped up a changeup, fouled off a fastball middle of the zone, but he corrected that next at bat. One thing about Detroit, Connor, that you know, they don't steal a lot of bases, but they're a good base running team. And when you play in Comerica Park, that comes into play, taking the extra base, which they do very well. A lot of outfield room out there. And I was just impressed with McKinstry scoring and Joey Cora doing a great job bringing him around. But that's a mindset, you know, that just doesn't happen on the fly there. I'm sure they drill it into these guys. They can always look for the extra base in this park.
Lorenzen wants to keep Green close. aggression is something A.J. Hinch picked up on during his time in the AL West as a catcher for the Oakland Athletics in the late 1990s. 1-2. They played against those Mike Scioscia Angels teams that with Sean Figgins, Garrett Anderson, team that went to the World Series against the Giants and won it. They were great at taking the extra base. A.J. Hinch remembered the anxiety that created for him as a catcher. Try to keep guys close, the anxiety that created for the outfielders, and he's applied it to his teams here with the Tigers.
Yeah, they could run you off the field. I remember one postseason matchup against the Yankees who did not run well. It was obvious the difference. Let's go back to that double where the catcher gets Torson first. And Joey Cora, watch him get into position. Moving all the way down to let this play out. Take him around the base. He's sending him all the way, so you're sending until you're not sending. But you need to get down the line and let the play out. Too many third base coaches are in that box and make a call too early.
Off the end of the bat, shallow left, long run Garcia, who does get there. A soft landing against the net, but the Tigers score 3 at the end of 3. They lead it by 3.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. We use money as a tool to help all the people we hold in our hearts. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we care about. At Thrivent, we help you plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who. Thrivent, where money means more.
Taking a little brain vacay to Japan? It's the dream. Why don't you stop dreaming and go?
My budget's more instant ramen than sashimi these days.
Use Priceline. They've got millions of hotel and flight deals on the menu. Have you tried the 60% off? It's super fresh.
Japan, here I come. Arigato.
Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Come on, let's go. Get off here. Touchdown!
Woo! Mountain Dew. I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam.
And this game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom? And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye.
In the off-season, I'm a male hand mop. Now I have Relax Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins. No bending down and no touching. I kind of love not using my hands.
Come on, Andy.
I'm out the game. Try Relax Fit Skechers slip-ins.
This is where it begins. A blank canvas, where we're free to create from what if, not what was. Welcome to Genesis.
Spencer Torkelson stays hot. Riley Green hoping to get hot again, both with RBIs in a 3-run third for the Tigers, backing Reese Olson, who's back against the middle of the Royals lineup. Perez, Massey, and Garcia. And Olson's 1-0 is in there for a strike to the ever-present Royals captain. 9-time All-Star. Went back to the All-Star game last year. And turns and cranks this high in the air to left. This sends Green back, warning track, and he makes the grab. And Perez just missed it. One away in the fourth. Well, suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com, the official source for your favorite team gear. Nice City Connect sweatshirt there. Michael Massey tries to stop a string of 6 in a row retired by Reese Olson. And he's back level at 1-1. One of the 4 strikeouts for Olsen came to Massey in the first. All 4 of them have come on changeups. Wastes a change. Massey lays off 2-1.
He's had a pattern throughout this game. He started 9 of 13 batters with a fastball, and they just can't wait to get to that changeup.
On the fastball count, he feeds him one, and it's dumped into left for a base hit. Massey snaps an 0 for his last 14 with a 1-out single in the 4th.
It wasn't a bad pitch. Jammed him. Just a better job by Massey to fight that one off.
Michael Garcia, who's hit into some tough luck this year, been hitting the ball hard. The expected batting average is much higher than that 262 you see as his actual batting average. Expected batting average is up around 300.
And that matters, Connor. You know, a lot of times as a hitting coach, you can show those metrics to your hitter. You know, people are in a hurry to make an adjustment. What's wrong? You can flat out tell Michael nothing's wrong. Process is working. Ball's just not falling.
This is one I'm sure the Royal staff can throw at him. You're in the top 10, Michael, in baseball right now at hitting the ball hard. You're in the same group as Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, and Pete Alonso. And he chases the change. Can't hit that one hard.
No, I mean, this is never in the strike zone and just overly aggressive. That speaks to how good that pitch is out of the hand. It's forcing a lot of swing decisions.
That's been the put-away pitch. And it goes fastball off the plate. It's fouled off. And Garcia's been the second most productive hitter for the Royals behind Bobby Witt Jr. this year, even with that bad luck. And he works a full count.
Well, Connor, that reminds me, we had a really interesting conversation with Matt Quattrari about Vinny Pasquantino and bat speed, not the exit velocity, the ball off the bat, but how fast the bat is moving. And his bat speed is up this year, but the results aren't there. And we're still learning about what that metric means. I'm not sure there's a direct correlation between speed and success.
Well, Vinny Pasquantino used the term honey hole when talking about his bat speed, that he's looking for kind of that optimum speed. Like you mentioned, that the speed doesn't necessarily mean more hits. Here's the payoff to Garcia. And he works the walk. Bat flips the walk. 2 runners on with 1 out.
That was a good at bat. He's expecting a changeup again. Instead, he just sprayed the fastball. Finds himself in a jam.
So now Kevin Biggio to the plate again. And he lays off the slider.
You know, Reese typically puts the ball on the ground a lot, above average ground ball rate, but not today, and especially with the way Kansas City's been swinging lately. Just 1 ground ball.
And that runs in. Sinker never went back to the front door, and he has loaded the bases in the 4th.
Yeah, he's trying that comeback 2-seamer, but it was just tracking Biggio out of the hand.
Reese Olson had retired 9 of his last 10. Now he's allowed 3 straight to reach. And he'll get a visit from Chris Fetter, his pitching coach.
It just seems like this inning he's gone away from the changeup. The fastball command has not been on point in this inning. I think this may be a reminder. Just get back to what you do best in terms of spin and especially the changeup.
You mentioned that interesting battle between Olsen getting ground balls and the Royals not hitting them. The Royals, Tom, came into this game the lowest ground ball rate in baseball. And Olsen last year was the Tigers' best ground ball pitcher in their starting rotation. He would love one right now with Drew Waters coming up. Bases full with one out. And a slider has Olsen ahead.
That's a good pitch. He's been a little bit too predictable with those first pitch fastballs, and especially here with the bases loaded. It's a get me over free strike.
Royals slumping with guys in scoring position. And Waters waves at the changeup.
This is one of his better ones because this has some run to it. See that fade away? We've seen a lot of his changeups just drop straight down on the plate. That worked away.
And he stays with it for strike 3. 5 punch outs, all on the change. 2 away in the 4th.
It's a heck of a mound visit by Chris Fetter. Get back to what you do best. Dead in the baseball. Doubled up on it.
So it's up to Kyle Isbell for the Royals, and he attacks the first pitch, and it's airborne, and this should have Olsen out of it, and it does. 3 straight reads for the Royals, but they leave them loaded, still scoreless.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
Max. Maxwell!
Yeah?
You're home.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mrs. A.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
The DQ freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished-for Blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ freezer closes.
Next level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGard Plus.
Bourbon this balanced doesn't just happen. With subtle notes of bright cherry and warm vanilla, there's a method to our smoothness. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
AI is old news, but apartmental intelligence, that's the future. Picture your perfect apartment. Watch this. It's in my head. And now it's up there. Oh! Oh, apartments.com, the place to find a place. Oh!
Who's here? Because any car that doesn't offer the confidence that it will find you is a car that stops short of amazing.
The perfect morning calls for the perfect, ridiculously craveable pairing. Jimmy Dean griddle cakes. Your family's pancakey, sausagey, griddle cakey, sweet and savory favorite.
4 scoreless innings for Reese Olsen. That last one his most stressful. Worked out a bases loaded, 1 out. So Michael Lorenzen back to the mound, his mound opponent, trying to keep this a 3-run game.
Connor, I've got a job for you. I want you to come up with a new stat.
Okay.
Because we don't have enough in the game today. OPS after a mound visit for pitching coaches.
And I have to go through box scores and find that myself.
Yeah, you have people to do that, don't you?
Yeah, we'll get Mike Rudolphi on the case, our statistician.
I've always been fascinated by it. You know, it's the one sport where everything stops. The coach walks out onto the field of play, and those mound visits, they're almost never mechanical. Usually strategic. And Chris Fetter is like, let's get away from the fastball. Let's get back to what you do best. No more fastballs. Got him out of that bases loaded jam. I mean, that's earning your keep as a pitching coach. making adjustments on the fly, just finding the right words. Sometimes it's even just slowing down a pitcher in a long inning in the age of the pitch timer.
Chris Fetter and Robin Lund leading this pitching staff. Robin Lund, the assistant pitching coach. Both guys came from the college game from the Big Ten. Chris Fetter, former Michigan pitcher, was there with Rich Maloney, former Michigan head coach, and then Robin Lund was at Iowa with Rick Heller. 2-2. Is downstairs 3-2 to Trey Sweeney, the 8th batter. I will have that to you by next season, probably. OPS after mound visit. Yanked in the ground to second. Massey scoops that up. And 1 up, 1 down for Lorenzen in the 4th. April 27th on Fox, the stars of NASCAR head to Talladega for the biggest thrill ride of the year. The Jack Links 500 at Talladega. April 27th on Fox. So Trey Sweeney retired. Here's Kreidler. Of course, you're going to get a little baseball NASCAR crossover, Tom, later in the summer.
Yes, that will be my first time to a NASCAR track. Of course, it's for baseball, though.
And the Reds and the Braves in August will play on Fox at Bristol Motor Speedway. Is it too early to start doing that promo?
Oh, no, I've seen those already. It's cool. I mean, you've got Ellie De La Cruz at a speedway. How perfect is that?
That is perfect. Will he be racing a car while you're there?
I'd watch that.
Kind of like Kobe jumped over the car, have Ellie race the car. Get your people on it. 0-2 from Lorenzen to Kreidler is outside. Try to fit a fastball in there.
One of the rare ones Kreidler has seen tonight. Lorenzen has really stayed soft against Kreidler.
And back-to-back fastballs. Similar spot. 1 up, 1 out. It was pretty obvious what the scout was the first time Lorenzen saw Kreidler. Avoid fastballs at all costs. And goes soft again. Drew an awkward swing. This is the last batter, second time through the order for Lorenzen. And a good battle going. And Kansas City did let Lorenzen start the 3rd time through the lineup his last time out. Went 5 2/3 against Cleveland on Saturday. 2-2. And nobody up and officially warming. The bands are out and there's some arm circles going on in the Kansas City bullpen, but 73 pitches, he should be in good shape.
Yeah, I mean, he's already been over 90. He's built to pitch deep in the game. He's one of the most fit pitchers that you will find.
And a fastball freezes Kreidler for strike 3.
Yeah, obviously a pitch he wasn't looking for. I hadn't seen many of those because this got a lot of the plate. And we talked about how Michael Lorenzen still likes to hit in the offseason. He's got a very detailed workout program. He's got essentially his own training center at home. He was with the Angels and he had the grounds crew come out and build a mound at his house. And now he's got one of those pitching labs complete with a TrackMan system.
Every team has one now, and eventually every major league pitcher is going to have their own personalized lab, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, this is where the game is, right? I mean, listen, pitching coaches, have you seen today, it's still valuable, but what a pitcher can work on with data.
High fly ball to right, pushing Biggio back, warning track, and he makes the grab. Torres just missed. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Lorenzen.
Looking for a reason to try the $5 meal deal with new McValue? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
Get more than you expect with the $5 meal deal with new McValue.
Not again.
Be cool to have a metal arm, though.
Sorry, what do we do about this?
We use Tide Oxy Boost. It's a lifesaver.
The most powerful clean in any universe.
See? Looking good.
See Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts.
500 miles of asphalt, deep in the heart of Alabama, is the home of chaos and chance, where legends are made or dreams are crushed. The Jack Links 500 from Talladega, April 27th on Fox.
Find your ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
Some people like doing things the hard way, like doing their finances with a spreadsheet instead of using Quicken. Quicken pulls all your financial info together in one place and updates it automatically. How easy is that?
Need help with your lawn? At Uncommon Ground, we're professionals using the highest quality products and best equipment. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. Ask about our referral bonus plan. Uncommon Ground, relentless pursuit of your perfect lawn.
At MLBShops.com, you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor, your bandmate, your boss. Visit MLBShop.com for officially licensed merchandise.
Little extra rest for Reese Olson has done him well. 4 shutout innings, back out for the 5th. Starting the 3rd time through the Royals lineup with strike 1 to Jonathan India.
Yeah, this is a big at-bat in the game, knowing that Bobby Witt Jr. is on deck and how carefully Olson has pitched him. Kansas City needs traffic in front of Bobby Witt Jr. so that they have to be a little more honest in addressing the threat he is in the box. Set the table rather than having Olson pitch to Witt with the bases loaded, the bases empty.
2-1. To start the game, India took a first pitch fastball and lined it to left, setting the table for Witt. Olson was still careful to him and walked Witt. Royals couldn't cash in though. And this is vaulted high into the air to shallow center. Sweeney is called off, and a late jump. Kreidler makes the sliding play right in the palm of his glove. Awkwardness abound, but out number 1.
You know, Kreidler did call him off. You see, he's got a long way to run. We've seen a couple of outfielders now reacting. The ball seems to be knocking down, not carrying at all. He's calling for it. Get out of my way. I got it. Well, you better get it. And he did.
Seen some funkiness in the air tonight. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Ball that Torres hit off Lorenzen to end the bottom of the 4th had a little late carry to it. Ball ended up shorter than Kreidler expected out in center. One and one on Bobby Witt Jr. He's riding a 9-game hitting streak into this series, hitting .400 over that stretch, even without a lot of protection in the lineup behind him.
That was a really good take. I mean, that was a really good changeup, and Bobby Witt Jr. did not flinch. He saw that right out of the hand.
And then he got tempted and went after it.
And then that was the slider, and that, we've seen him a couple of times now not really pick up the spin on that slider. Let's see if Reese Olson wants to double up on that.
2-2. It's a fastball that's bashed to right, pushing Carpenter back, and that ball's off the top of the wall. It's a ringing double for Bobby Witt Jr. And the hitting streak goes to 10 games. He missed a home run by inches.
Yeah, this ball scalded. Not sure about the pitch choice right there. Elevated sinker in the strike zone after he was really didn't pick up the spin on the slider at all. He's all over that. Oh my goodness. That was close.
By that much, he missed his 3rd home run of the year. But an extra base hit. Here's Pasquantino. And with all that action on the bases for Witt the last year or so, Pasquantino has been in these spots a lot. He's the RBI leader early in this season with 11. He had 97 driven in last year. Olson's gotten him on changeups twice tonight. Spins one inside 2-0.
Yeah, that's why I would. On Pasquantino, it's hard to sit soft, but at least you have to let that fastball travel. Think about hitting the ball over the shortstop's head on a line drive. Stay back.
It was a fastball count, but it was a changeup that it came with. Pasquantino showed some extra base thump against the fastball and slider this year. Not a lot of damage against the changeup. And 3 straight changeups and a little roller up along first for Keith. And it does move the runner, but now with 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, just a good job by Olson there, staying stubborn with the right pitch until a hitter shows that he's going to adjust his approach, which we have not seen now in 3 at-bats. That was the pitch to get him out. He rolled over on him once again, wasn't staying back.
Pasquantino's been under it. Now he's been over it. He missed on it. It's been a changeup each time. Now 0 for 3. As Olson gets another visit and a time to test your theory, Tom. What is the OPS plus after this visit?
Yeah, well, he's working on a really good one here. You know, the OPS right now is at 0, of course, after a couple of big outs. The bases loaded, and I'm guessing here the message is, of course, the lefty up for Massey on deck. Sal Perez, notorious first ball fastball hitter. You do not want to throw anything in the strike zone first pitch here. This has got to be changeup or spin, almost as if the count is 0-2.
Perez attacked early in the count his first time against him, and nothing tasty to attack here. It's 1-0. Couple of flyouts for Perez. One that almost left the yard his last time up. Fly out to the warning track and left. 1-0. He pokes it out to right center. On the move, Kreidler. He's there. He's got it. And once again, Reese Olson works out of a jam. Strands a runner at third. 5 shutout.
Did you know our Jersey Mike's order came with a $25 Fanatics promo code? Insane deal. Awesome. Can we please turn it off while we're eating? Simon feels very attacked right now. Oh, he feels attacked.
My Mike's members score Fanatics gear, like Simon, just by spending $25 in the app.
Launch a product. Get buzz. A lot of buzz. Realize you need help with all that buzz. Connect with a QuickBooks Live expert. Get expert help. Staff up. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks. Your way to money.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La playa awaits.
I have 10 years of experience.
This job requires a college degree. Any degree. Any degree, just...
Indeed matches you with jobs that actually match your experience.
And what was your major?
Dance.
Oh.
Choose 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with new sizzling skillets and steak.
Nature's Bounty. Your bones are 4 times as strong as concrete. Nature's Bounty supplements your bone health with high absorption magnesium. It's in your nature to stand strong. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Jersey Mike's meets Mike's Extra Hot Honey on the new Mike's Hot Honey Chicken Cheesesteak. Jersey Mike's Freshly Grilled Cheesesteak, Mike's Honey. Jersey Mike's Pepperoni and Melted Cheese, Mike's Honey. Mike's. Dale, the new Mike's Hot Honey Chicken Cheesesteak. For a limited time only at Jersey Mike's.
Well, based on the body language between innings in the Tigers dugout, it looks like Reese Olson will be done after 5 shutout innings. Worked around a bases loaded situation in the 4th, stranded Bobby Witt Jr. at 3rd in the 5th. And has the Tigers ahead 3-0 batting in the bottom of the 5th against Michael Lorenzen.
Yeah, he got a nice pat on the chest from Chris Fetter, saying thanks for protecting my OPS after the mound visit. Again?
0. It's 0.
Right words at the right time.
I got you on tonight's game. I don't know about league-wide if I'm going to be able to run that one down for you.
And that was interesting because he did get Sal at the sinkers. And, you know, well placed, really good pitches in terms of location.
We got him to fly out to center to retire the threat. As Kerry Carpenter turns and yanks it to right. And that Scalder is down into the corner and up against the fence. Carpenter, the reputation as a right-handed killer, and he has reached for the 3rd time tonight. His 3rd hit is a double to lead off the 5th.
It's a nice job staying on this changeup. As Lorenzen working his 3rd time through the lineup.
Singled on the fastball his 1st time, waited on the change his 3rd time for the double. Zach McKinstry dribbles 1 foul. And a chance to pad the lead here for the Tigers. They got all 3 of their runs off Lorenzen in the 3rd inning with this part of the lineup. There's Carpenter getting it started with a 1-out single back then. McKinstry reached on a walk, and then Torkelson and Green drove him home. RBI double for Torkelson and RBI single for Riley Green. 1-1. And Lorenzen flips the count in his favor.
McKinstry just trying to get that ball to the right side. Get Carpenter over to 3rd base for Torkelson.
And airborne. Will it stay in for Perez? Sheds the equipment, but no play. Carpenter out at 2nd after his leadoff double, and it's 2-2. Well, Lorenzen spending the 1st half of 2023 with the Tigers. He became a trade deadline sell for the Tigers after going to his first All-Star game of his career. It was a busy July for A.J. Hinch. Bouncing ball to the left side foul. Kind of joked with A.J. Hinch before the game about having Lorenzen in his office a bunch in July of 2023. One of A.J. Hinch's favorite memories was telling him he was going to the All-Star game, and then 2 weeks later he's back in his office. Hey Michael, you're a Philly. 2-2. Jammed and foul. Then of course Lorenzen 8 days after that trade had a night he will never forget, and a lot of people throughout baseball will never forget. 8 days later he threw a no-hitter for Philadelphia. Great scene with his family there, and closing that out against the Nats. It's down low, wanted it, didn't get it. Counts full.
I don't know how McKinstry took that pitch. That fastball was right on the bottom rail.
Close take, loads up the count. And another tight one that goes McKinstry's way. He draws the walk. Just like the third, there are 2 aboard. Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to find a league near you, go to playball.org and follow @playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. It might have been the kid that had the catch earlier. Got the roaring applause down the right field line. Well, more danger for Lorenzen. He faced Torkelson with 2 on in the third, and he roped a double down the left field line to drive in 2.
Yeah, this is a big ask here after that long at bat by McKinstry. 90th pitch coming up.
And a fly ball to right. Biggio over and out of play. So new life for Torkelson, but now behind 0-2. How are you trying to get this guy out if not just if you're Lorenzen, but if you're the rest of the league with what Torkelson's doing right now, Tom?
Yeah, he just looks so much more on balance. We talked about a more athletic posture in the box. The guy used to really rush to the iPad after each at bat. He's just playing baseball freely.
A.J. Hinch was quick to say. He was quick to say they didn't hide the iPads from him. It was more Torkelson's own doing. But that's kept him in the moment. 1-2. Jammed a ground ball to second. Massey with the shovel. Witt is there, but fumbles it. And split him at the corners. Would have been a double play ball. Instead, 1 away. Runners at first and third.
It should have been 2. Bobby Witt Jr. You see where he's playing over pole side. Crossing the bag, just loses it on the transfer. Right there, just didn't get a good grip in the glove.
Of course, you can't assume a double play, so no error, but sure-handed Gold Glove shortstop usually makes that turn. So here's Riley Green looking at ball 1 from Lorenzen.
Yeah, that really changes the equation for Riley Green now. Think about the big part of the field, get the ball in the air, runner on third, 1 out.
Back-to-back downstairs from Lorenzen.
Yeah, Lorenzen's trying for the ground ball, and Riley wants the fly ball. Have to look for the ball up in the zone. It worked his last time up.
Swinging away at the 2-0 cutter. Evan Sisk is up and throwing for Kansas City. Called up to the big leagues on Sunday. One of 3 lefties that Matt Quatraro has out there in the Kansas City bullpen. I got to think this is Lorenzen's last batter, right, Tom? 95 pitches.
Yeah. Well, maybe not with Dingler on deck. I mean, it just goes to show you the confidence that Matt Quatraro has in Lorenzen to give him Riley Green here at 95 pitches with a lefty in the bullpen.
Here's the 2-1. And on the curve, he did go.
This is probably the best curveball he's thrown tonight. This nasty spin on it. It's a good call.
Two out there and a 2-2 count. Home to Green. Wastes one. Still in there, 2-2. Kansas City starting pitching has done such a good job working deep into games. Another starter working into the 5th. Lorenzen approaching 100 pitches. And Roper down the right field line. Green with 2 hits in this game. Another driven in as the Tigers go first to third and make it 4-0 on Green's second RBI single.
Now went to the changeup after throwing a couple of really good breaking pitches. Not a bad pitch, but it's got too much at the plate. Riley Green in protect mode, gets the barrel on it. Yeah, that's a big ask for a starting pitcher that deep into a game without the platoon advantage. Pitching throughout traffic in this inning. The tank is getting towards E. And My guess is they give him Dingler, and then this will be his last batter. And that's a big hit right there.
Riley Green came in missing everything the last couple of weeks. You do it once, okay. Keep the baseball. You do it again, it feels like he might be fully turning the corner, Tom.
Yeah, just imagine just mentally what that first hit did for him. Allows him to relax, and then he consolidates it with another hit.
I didn't catch if he asked to keep that ball too. After Green's first hit tonight, he made the universal motion of stock that one away, throw that ball out of play. And upstairs on the breaking ball, it grabs the top part of the zone for strike 2. Pitch 101 of the night for Lorenzen. I'm sure hard not to think as a pitcher what could have been if that double play was turned. This wouldn't have mattered. Riley Green hit the single to right, but same situation. Runners at the corners, 1 out. And Dingler swings through the fastball. And that will be the last batter that Lorenzen faces in this game. Sisk is coming on with Colt Keith coming to the plate. Tigers lead at 4-zip.
Got one more, Antoine.
With USPS Ground Advantage, it's like you're with us every step of the way.
Right on time.
Stay in the know from your dock to their door.
A large touchscreen keeps everyone happy. The Subaru Crosstrek. Dog tested, dog approved.
Hi, Scott here. Let's go hear from more citizens of the lawn. That's a great lawn. Hello.
Get out of here. He only listens to your tips.
Well, because it's my baby.
You gotta feed your lawn. Feed it.
Feed it. Feed it.
The consistency is everything. Scott's Weed and Feed. The product is incredible. Look how thick my lawn is.
And a thick lawn is the enemy of weeds.
Our life is complicated. Our lawn, simple.
Kill existing weeds and thicken your lawn all spring with Turf Builder Weed and Feed.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
This is Joseph Newgarden. Joseph was conceived to win races. Stopped drinking milk at 2, picked it back up at 32. Good for strong bones. Tell that to his clavicle. Joseph wins even when he loses. This is his wife, his Tuesdays, his hand-eye coordination. He might have the greatest jawline in sports.
He's not that handsome.
And on Sundays, Joseph flies. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Evan Sisk is on. He got called up from AAA Omaha with Sam Long going on the injured list last Sunday. He's on with 2 on and 2 outs. And Andy Ibanez, the pinch hitter for Colt Keith, taking a strike. So Sisk was expected to see a lefty, Colt Keith, but Andy Ibanez gets the call instead. Counts 1-1.
You know, Connor, I've got to give love to Zach McKinstry. To me, he has put both rallies into motion. 3 times up, he has seen 19 pitches, and that 9-pitch walk really gassed Michael Lorenzen. And Sisk had not been up in time to face Riley Green, so there's a tack-on run there. McKinstry's at bats for a guy the second time ever hitting third in the lineup. Not that that matters a whole lot. He's just thrown one quality at bat after another tonight.
This is driven in the air to left, but it freezes Waters, and Sisk comes in and does the job. Even with the Tigers flipping the hand in this matchup, but they add on 4-zip.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying Humira, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill from the makers of Humira that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Ask your rheumatologist if switching to Rinvoq is right for you.
And take back what's yours.
When you pop open an On the Rocks Cosmo, you get masterfully mixed magic that takes the vibe uptown. Bartender-created cocktails, anywhere on the rocks.
Marshall's buyers are detail-obsessed perfectionists who take quality very seriously and go to the ends of the earth to hustle the best of the best for you. Yes. We get the deals. You get the good stuff. Marshall's.
Ah, yummy, yummy goodness. Isn't that the best part of good and fun?
No way! It's all the chewy fun!
I mean, if that were true, it'd be called fun and good.
Oh!
Don't even think about it.
Indulge both sides with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Buttermilk biscuit, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
Time for Above and Beyond, sponsored by Jersey Mike's. Reese Olson, 5 strikeouts, all on that devastating changeup.
He was just brilliant, taking advantage of a team that came in, Kansas City, last in the major leagues hitting against off-speed pitches. 163. And Reese Olson threw more changeups in this game than he has in any game in his major league career. 31 of them.
And for good reason, as Massey lays down a gorgeous bunt. And that's how Tyler Holton gets greeted into this game. Leadoff bunt single for Michael Massey.
That's something your scouting department has to be aware of, especially when you don't have the platoon matchup. You see how deep they are, not respecting that bunt at all. The left-on-left matchup, especially a tough lefty. Down 4 runs. That's a good play by Massey.
So Michael Garcia tries to keep the line moving with the first pitch cutter from Holton, who throws a lot more pitches than you'd expect from a middle relief guy. Cutter, sinker, he can sweep it, throw a changeup 15% of the time, also a 4-seam fastball.
Yeah, he can work that high-low game as well. Cutters and fastballs up, but to right-handed hitters, you will see that changeup. It's a good one.
He's worked ahead of Garcia. And Garcia scalds another one off the body of McKinstry, who recovers, throws to first. It's first baseman Ibanez makes the stretch after McKinstry played goalie.
Red Wings having tryouts this week, huh? I mean, that was a bullet. Now, that's old school third base position. Get your body in front of it, wear it.
I think that was half excitement, half ouch from McKinstry, that look on his face. Ball ripped by Garcia as Hunter Renfroe's up to pinch hit out of the 7-hole. A guy that Kansas City is hoping can turn on the power. Hit 15 home runs for him last year. Slow starter this year.
By the way, more proof about what you said about Michael Garcia. He's just been crushing the ball with not a lot to show for it.
And another one that most times you expect to get a hit on when it's hit with that level of velocity, but it goes in the book as a 5-3. Been the story of Michael Garcia's season so far. Driver's seat for Renfroe against the lefty Holton. And a 4-pitch walk. The 7-hole has kept it moving for Kansas City tonight, on all 3 times out of that spot. And this has been the part of the order they need a breakthrough hit from. Waters and Isbell coming up 8 and 9. They're combined 0 for 4. And Waters takes the first pitch strike.
Yeah, I know, as you mentioned, it is 8 and 9 in the lineup, but to me, you got to be more aggressive with Renfroe with a 4-run lead. That was just not a competitive at bat.
Holton got right back to throwing a strike to Waters, but out of the zone again. Massey started this inning, infield single on the bunt. Renfroe at the walk. So 2 aboard for the bottom guys. Waters off the end of the bat and playable for Kreidler. He has routine out number 2.
Once again, off speed, and the Royals hit the ball weakly in the air. Now that has been the common denominator of April for this team.
And the big inning hasn't been there because they're not hitting a lot of home runs, and when they do, they're usually solo home runs. Here's Isbell. He waves through the sweeper. Isbell, depending on the matchup, you'll see him up there with the gray bat in his hand. He's kind of taking the golf approach. Depending on matchup, that's the club he's using. He's started using a torpedo bat, which the Yankees made very popular a couple weeks ago. Oh, 2. And a swing and a miss. Holton went right back to that first pitch of the sequence. Gets out of the jam.
Hands-free Skechers slip-ins now come in Glide Step Max cushioning. Which actually gave me an idea to combine all my favorite sports into one. White Ace, hut! Carpath only. Try Glide Step Max cushioning hands-free Skechers slip-ins.
Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes give you extravagant options, including the new Toasted Cheddar Street Chalupas. For less, choose your Lux Cravings box, only at Taco Bell.
Since the dawn of baseball, every player has honed their unique skills. Who from this era will prove worthy of legend? The world watches as the journey unfolds.
This Thursday through Saturday only, it's the 3-day sale at Furniture Row. And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings stack up. You'll find great deals store-wide, like the Bond panel bed, only $6.99. The 5-piece Vail dining set for only $8.99. And check out the new Vell sofa for just $4.49. Get 30% off Doctor's Choice Elite mattress sets, or get 60 months no-interest financing. But hurry, the 3-day sale at Furniture Row ends Saturday the 19th.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Visit GoKubota.com today to find your local Kubota dealer.
The Tigers back in their home ballpark after a week away, leading 4-0. Start of a 4-game series in the AL Central. First pitch swinging, Sweeney and Sisk with a short-lived battle. Sweeney is thrown out by Massey. One away in the Tigers' sixth. This Easter, the UFL takes over spring's biggest weekend with the Fox Football Extravaganza. Tomorrow at 8 Eastern, Memphis takes on Michigan. Then Saturday at 7, Birmingham battles Houston. Sunday at 5, it's San Antonio versus DC. This weekend, all on Fox. DC Defenders off to a good start at the UFL. 3-0 start after beating the St. Louis Battlehawks this weekend. Here's Ryan Kreidler looking for his first in this game. 0 for 2 against Lorenzen. Now his first look at the lefty Sisk. 2-0. Well, the Royals and the Tigers both playoff teams last year. Like they will this year, they'll see each other 13 times. Basically split it right down the middle. The Royals were 7-6 last year. It was a division that got 3 teams in the playoffs. Cleveland won the division. The Royals and the Tigers both wild card teams. And of course, a big part of that was the record-setting season that the White Sox had. The Tigers were 6-7 against Minnesota, Cleveland, and Kansas City. They were 10-3 against the White Sox. And ball 4 to Kreidler. 1-out walk issued by Sisk to flip it back to the top of the lineup.
Gotta take advantage of the schedule, right? I mean, everybody pretty much plays the same schedule, at least in the division. See, Hunter Renfroe stays in the game in right field.
Well, the Royals definitely did that last year as they made their 30-win improvement from the year before. They had the best record in division of anybody in the AL Central. In 2024, the Royals went 33-19 in division. Torres waves over the top of that. Do you like that schedule setup? I know you're on record with an opinion about that.
Yeah, I like the fact that if you're a baseball fan, your team, whoever you root for, you'll get to see all the teams in baseball. And at least on a biannual basis, or at least every other year, you're going to see, say, Mike Trout going to a National League ballpark every other year. So I like the fact that you get to see all the teams. And I think the attendance has proven that fans are in favor of the schedule. The 19 games, that was a lot, wasn't it? I mean, you get some ill will that would develop when you see a team that many times.
Check swing by Torres. Well, as we found out in Pirates Nationals last night, it doesn't take playing 19 times a year to have ill will.
No, all it takes is one pitch near the head, whether it's intentional or in this case not. It's scary.
And Torres dribbles it foul. Andrew McCutchen saw a fastball from Javi Lopez last night in the Nationals Pirates game go over the dome, bust the tower a little bit. And in classic benches clearing fashion, there was nothing that came of it.
Right. But, listen, even McCutchen said he didn't think it was intentional. It's just scary. And MLB has really cracked down.
That ramps off the mound and shoots into center field for a base hit. Gleyber Torres with his first hit of the night. 2 on with 1 out, the Tigers' 6th.
The MLB really takes exception to anything that's up above the shoulders in, where, even if it's not obvious, and I didn't think it was obvious that it was intentional, it looked like a two-seamer that just got away from Lopez, they're going to suspend people.
Javi Lopez picked up a 3-game suspension for that. It was interesting last night, too, because at first there wasn't going to be a warning, but then Derek Shelton came out and kind of asked for the umpires to get together. They did. Then he was tossed. Then all of a sudden Tommy Pham is being held back. Well, runner takes a late break. It's a double steal. Throw to second, not in time. Bobby Witt Jr. saying, take a look. Kreidler safe at third, Torres at second, and he'll be the player in question if the Royals review it.
Kreidler had a great jump, so it's a great call by Sal Perez to go on the back end, and it looked like the ball was there in time. I don't know how Torres got in here if he did. It was a great slide toward the back of the base. I think he got in. Yeah, it looked like Bobby Witt Jr. was a little too far forward taking that throw and reached back. I'm not sure he got him in time.
Well, that's funny. I was thinking he got him. I thought the tag was there. Did he not graze him with the glove right before he reached in?
We couldn't tell on that look, but you know, the reach back, I'm not sure he got him on that first reach here. Not sure if he's got him there, and he's still extending. There he's got him, but now the hand's on the base.
And you can't really see the hand at that second look that's coming more from home plate. This from center.
Yeah, that's not enough to overturn the call right there. Now maybe there's a different view they're looking at in New York, but we didn't see anything definitive to overturn that call.
Well, hopefully since Saturday when we talked about it, they've got a big buzzer going off in there, like you mentioned in the replay command center.
Tigers getting frisky on the bases here.
They have the least stolen base attempts.
After review, the call on the field of safe stands. Runner safe. Kansas City loses their challenge.
And so to your point, Tom, not enough there to do anything to overturn this.
Wow, that's just a nice job by Torres to get as far into the outfield on the slide as possible and the reach back with the left hand.
So the infield comes in for the Royals after a rare steal attempt for the Tigers. The fewest steal attempts in Major League Baseball with 7. Entering the night, they go double steal. And Carpenter pops one up, and it's out of play, foul.
That pitch started so far behind Carpenter, it never got in the strike zone.
And he's working on a 3-for-3 night. Couple of singles and a double. And that's blocked by Perez to save a run.
I remember talking to Anthony Rizzo during the 16 World Series facing Andrew Miller, who had that left-on-left nasty sweeper. And the more you saw it, you learn that if the ball is coming at you, it's going to sweep out of the strike zone. The ones you swing at are actually the ones that start behind you.
That one looked like it started behind him, I'm sure, for Carpenter, and he waved through it.
It was over the plate. It's a really good location down. That's a tough matchup for Carpenter.
So Sisk has gotten 3 outs out of the Royals' pen, looking for a 4th to get out of this jam against McKinstry, who's seen the ball well tonight. As you mentioned, Tom, just the second time he's hitting the 3-hole. And he really drove that pitch count up on Michael Lorenzen with a couple of walks.
Yeah, he's had the 2 key at bats in this game, both walks. He's now seen 21 pitches in this game.
And at 9 in that 3rd at bat, the 2nd walk. Action behind Sisk in the Kansas City bullpen with Chris Stratton getting loose. He lays off the slider, 2-1. It's got to be so disorienting what you described with the Andrew Miller and Anthony Rizzo matchup. Your eyes are kind of lying to you. Sinker runs back inside and evens up the count at 2.
And Sisk is even tougher because his arm slot is so low. So he's got a couple of things that make him a tough read for left-handed hitters.
His 2-2. And a late swing slapped foul. Sisk had that reputation coming up through the Royals system. AA Northwest Arkansas and AAA Omaha as being a shutdown option against lefties. He replaced one of the key lefties for the Royals in the playoffs last year, Sam Long, who's on the injured list. And that works back to the inside edge for a called strike 3. After the double steal, 2 straight strikeouts for Sisk. 4-0 at the end of 6.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Metaphorically, yeah.
Carnitas.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico.
ACE's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at ACE. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
ACE is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hey.
Get off your...
Show off. Mountain Dew.
Hey guys, there's a change in the air.
2 changes.
2 changes.
The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
Did you know that Gain Super Flings were created by award-winning perfumers and scientists? They supersized the fling and filled it with concentrated detergent. Then added 3 times the Febreze freshness and 4 times the Oxy cleaning power. No wonder I'm obsessed. Try Gain Super Flings.
Cleaning your dog's teeth can be hard. But not with Greenie's dental treats. Greenies. Make health a treat. Also, try Greenie's dog food and toppers.
Stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season, plus live audio for all 30 teams. No blackouts. It includes access to minor leagues, MLB beginning, and available pre- and post-game shows. Visit MLB.com/@bat for details. Jonathan India against Bo Brisky out of the pen for the Tigers. 4th time through the lineup, and it's the right-hander on for the Tigers.
Royals are hoping they see some fastballs. He's got a good one. High spin, good velocity.
And he used it on the 1-0, and it backspins foul.
As lately, Kansas City has really struggled against off speed, and that's been the MO tonight for Detroit, especially with Reese Olson.
India has been one of the guys that has been somewhat of an exception to that. He's had a decent start against breaking balls, mostly getting fastballs. Brisky sticking with his number 1 off the outside. The Royals need this guy on base as much as possible. That's why they traded for him. And he gets another fastball, but a lazy fly ball to right. And Carpenter grabs out number 1.
Yeah, that was a middle fastball. Got on him. A little bit tardy.
Kansas City has had traffic tonight. Witt's been on a couple of times, including a double, extending his hitting streak to 10 games. But the Royals have stranded 9 base runners, still being shut out. The Royals last year on their way to the playoffs, they were pitching and defense oriented. and the offense was middle of the pack in most categories. Pitching's been good again, but they are going to need much more offensively. You brought up a good point, Tom, about team ERA for Kansas City. That's good enough to be one of the best teams in baseball right now.
That's the best in the American League and come in 3 games under 500. Watch Bobby Witt in the box, and you'll see him twirl the bat as he gets ready. It's an homage to one of his heroes growing up, Dustin Pedroia. A poster of Pedroia and a Derek Jeter jersey on the wall in his bedroom. His 2 favorite players.
That's in there for a strike. I think third on that Mount Rushmore was Prince Fielder for Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, I would say the common denominator of those 3, they all play the game really hard.
I was going to say there wasn't a size and strength comparison there. I think he's probably the median between Prince Fielder and Dustin Pedroia.
Yes.
3 balls, 2 strikes from Brisky to Witt. And a called strike 3. Down the pipe at the knees. To strike out one of the game's best hitters.
Yeah, he just got caught looking for something else because, as you mentioned, that got a lot of the plate. And Brisky's fastball is firm. It's not really a long extender in terms of his stride, but that's got some serious spin and carry.
Vinny Pasquantino trying to keep the 7th going. Brisky sticking with that high spin fastball to get the first 2 batters, India and Witt. 1-0 to the 3rd man he faces and missed the edge. That is where Pasquantino has been getting worked a lot. Pitchers daring him to go the other way. 3 out of every 4 hits this year for Pasquantino have been pull side. Out there again in a perfect spot. All fastballs to level it up at 2-2.
What do you think? One more? Fastball away?
I think so.
Might as well, right? Now you can actually go a little bit farther off the plate.
Does he go 5 for 5 with it? He did off the plate. Pasquantino went out to get it, but flies it to green and left. Brisky uses the fastball 50% of the time, all the time. Let's get to the stretch.
That's new. Join me, my friend.
What are you doing?
We are living la vida loca.
Oh, do you mean la dolce vita?
Hmm?
Is this your idea?
Enjoy the intense flavor of Lavazza Dolce Vita.
Oh, grazie.
Is this Las Vegas?
Venice.
I'm confused.
That is good.
The Kia K4 and K5 represent what comes next. The next movement for innovation. And the next movement for acceleration. The Kia K4 and K5. Get 2.9% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2025 K4 or 2025 K5.
Welcome to the start of the new year. Keep riding the Peloton. That's the way you push through, baby. Proud of you.
When you pop open an On the Rocks Cosmo, you get masterfully mixed magic that takes the vibe uptown. Bartender created cocktails anywhere on the rocks.
Lowe's knows spring is a chance to prove you've got this whole adult thing down. With the right advice and same-day delivery, you'll have your home feeling
all grown up.
Lowe's knows how to help you spring.
Introducing 2 new Baja Chipotle subs featuring our world-famous Baja Chipotle sauce. Listen, that's the Baja Chipotle talking. Well, it's actually me talking, but you know what I mean. Find your fresh with the new Baja Chipotle collection at Subway.
Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand, plus stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. With Tom Verducci, Connor Onion, Chris Stratton, the new pitcher for Kansas City.
Well, you talk about spin. How about his curveball? He can get it up there at 3,000 RPMs.
Decent. After we just saw the big fastball from Brisky. Work a 1-2-3 top of the 7th. Tough ask against Torkelson. He's been on twice, driven in a couple. And he spins a slider for strike 1.
I give Torkelson so much credit for a guy who, let's face it, after they signed Gleyber Torres, it was like, you know, we don't have a bats for you. We're moving Colt Keith to first base. You're going to come to camp and earn your way into some playing time somewhere. They even suggested maybe pick up a glove and shag a little bit in the outfield. And you see what the swing change he made. You know, he obviously put in a lot of work in the offseason and took the challenge the right way. I'm going to be better.
Pounds that foul. Yeah, now there's no taking him out of the lineup, whether it's at first base if Keith isn't over there or DHing like tonight.
You know, he was so flat-footed last year, had no rhythm. Watch the little bounce he has with the bat there. He's got some rhythm started before he hits.
Well, he breaks his bat, muscles it over to Garcia at third base, and he fires him out. But shakes the balance a little bit, and he's retired for the second time tonight. I like the way you put it. It's kind of like Torkelson's more in a defensive stance, like he's playing basketball now.
Yeah, I mean, look at any good athlete, any good athletic position. You're going to see the knees slightly bent, a little bend at the hip. You know, some guy, you know, Cody Bellinger is one to get away with standing up, very erect, not much going on, very quiet. But being more athletic in the box has made a world of difference for Torque. I thought he had a hard time, especially getting to fastballs in last year, because, you know, being so flat-footed, and to me, you always need to be gaining ground on the fastball, and he was losing ground on fastballs last year.
It's up and out, 3-0. Well, the Tigers would love to get Green and Torkelson going at the same time, because last year it was Green having the big first half on his way to his first All-Star game. And a 3-0 Green light punches it to second. Massey with the backhand, a skipper to first is not in time. Nothing like a 3-hit night to get you right. Riley Green off the schneid, his third, and his third single.
Stay hot. We didn't think we'd say that. Riley Green coming in 1 for 31. 3-0 gets jammed a little bit here, but the hustle down the line buys him a third hit tonight.
And he was safe. Kansas City won't go back to review. Here's Dylan Dingler. And a wave and a miss. But yeah, that's what the Tigers are hoping to pair in the middle of their lineup, is a hot Torkelson, keep him going like he has early in the season, and get Green back to that all-star level that he was at. We haven't seen that in sync this year or last year yet. Maybe tonight a turning point. Wave and a miss, 0-2. Green staying put with 2 strikes and a slow bouncer. Whip deep in the hole. Second, there's one. Massey to first late. And Green is out at second. Dingler replaces him at first with 2 away. Andy Ibanez came in to pinch hit for Colt Keith when the Royals tried to play handedness with Evan Sisk coming in. Stayed in to play first, takes his second AB of the night. And there's a strike. And for Stratton and this Kansas City bullpen, they have been well protected by this rotation for Kansas City early in the year. The length of the starting pitching has been real impressive. A bounding ball to shortstop. It's Witt. Carbon copy of the last play, and the inning is over. Through 7 in a 4-0 game.
The DQ freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished for blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ freezer closes.
Grandpa earned it for my family.
Mom earned it for me.
USAA membership is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. Start your family's legacy. USAA. See if you can become a member today.
You are not alone, brother Gussus.
Don't know about you, this time it was kind of better.
I will be reducing the scholarship program to 3.
Go out like a legend.
It's a party.
We were born on the battlefield and answered the call when America needed us most. From the original Freedom Machine came the original SUV, and we build every Wrangler and Gladiator right here in Toledo. The Grand Cherokee and Grand Wagoneer, built right here in Michigan. We've always stood for American freedom. Now with our Freedom of Choice pricing program, you can choose your offer. Cash incentives or employee pricing for all. Jeep, America's most patriotic brand. Then, now, forever.
New Boost Mobile Network has the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence. So, we need to make a commercial.
Maybe I could be the hand model. No trade-in needed to get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us and the freedom to upgrade every year at boostmobile.com.
Get more at Erickson Chevrolet. Invest your tax refund today and get more car, truck, or SUV. Save thousands now on the Quad City's best selection and watch your tax refund go further, a lot further. Get more at Erickson Chevrolet in Milan, where you're number one.
Since the Tigers got hot in early August last year, went 31-13 to close the season on their way to the playoffs, they have been money after 7 innings when leading like they are tonight. 33 straight wins. Second in baseball to Philadelphia. It's Bo Brisky that stays on after a 1-2-3 7th. And Salvador Perez swinging at the first pitch. Ibanez with a long run, but no play.
Now, that was a very impressive stat we just saw. What it tells me is that A.J. Hinch has a lot of options back there. Because you know in today's game, everybody keeps track of pitch counts, usage. Guys are down on certain nights. So you can't go to the same high leverage guys each time you have a lead late. And he has multiple options out there to trust.
And looking for multiple innings from Brisky. Nobody up in the Tigers bullpen behind him. And that was it last year for the Tigers. Obviously, Tarek Skubal was Tarek Skubal on his way to the American League Cy Young. But it was staff wide. They rode the best pitching staff in baseball over the final about 2 months to that improbable run to the postseason.
Skubal and chaos.
Yep.
Not so much chaos this year as just really a depth of arms. In fact, we were talking to AJ about this. There's only been 1 start for Detroit this year on the 5th day. And, you know, they slotted in Cater Montero yesterday to make sure everybody stays on the 6th day, especially the rookie Jackson Jobe. I asked AJ, is that a matter of philosophy or schedule? He said a little bit of both, but honestly, he said, we just have a lot of really good pitchers. And Montero deserved to start. And some of it, yes, is protecting a young arm, power arm, especially like Jackson Jobe. But you see this around the game, Connor. People really have to get it out of their head that the 5th day is not normal rest anymore. Normal rest is the 6th day. Only 20% of Major League starts this year have been made on the 5th day. Guys throw hard and need more recovery.
2-2. It's going more toward the Japan model, right? Where in Japan you pitch once a week.
Exactly. And, you know, Japan has the built-in off day on Mondays to help facilitate that. And here it's just a plethora of plus power arms.
That's upstairs for ball 4 and a leadoff walk from Brisky to Perez.
Yeah, that's hard to do. You have a 4-run lead and a very aggressive hitter at the plate. Doesn't walk a whole lot. And you start the inning with a walk.
Well, Massey, who's coming to the plate, similar to Riley Green tonight, came in scuffling and has a multi-hit game. Last time he laid down a bunt for his 2nd single of the night. Royals gave him part of the night off last night in New York. Didn't start, was a late game defensive sub. And he snapped his 0 for 13 with a 2 for 3 start to this series. The early part of this season for the Royals has been a little bit like what we saw in the playoffs last year. A ton of low scoring close games. And borderline pitch on the change goes Brisky's way. Two 1. Yanked through for a base hit. Massey has a 3-hit night. As Perez jogs up to second, they're 2 on with nobody out for the Royals.
Yeah, nice job reacting to that fastball, getting it through the right side as Tigers quickly getting Tommy Kahnle up in the bullpen, where it looks like Brisky, his stuff just is not the same coming back for his 2nd inning. He also seems to be, you know, flexing one of his legs there. I don't know, he tweaked something, but this has not looked comfortable this inning.
And Chris Fetter has been money both times he's been to the mound tonight. Let's see if he can work his magic again with Garcia coming up.
Yeah, to me, this is mostly about just giving Kahnle time to get ready.
This shouldn't be uncomfortable for Brisky. I know we're talking about how he doesn't look like he has the same stuff, but he's been a 4-out, 5-out guy a couple of times already this year.
Oh yeah, he can do it. It just the command is just has not been the same this inning as it was last inning.
He was heavy on the gas in that 7th inning when he went 1-2-3. Couldn't locate to Perez. Allows the single to Massey, and now Michael Garcia. Ooh, on the outside, according to home plate umpire Paul Clemens.
Paul Clemens is starting to hear it, as you might be able to pick up in the background. He's missed some calls on the outside part of the plate.
That's been true to how he's called the game, how his zone has been both Saturday and tonight. He had Red Sox, White Sox Saturday. A little bit of give in the pitcher's favor in and out, not as much up and down. And tonight, that glove side for right-handed pitchers has led to a few friendly calls. And right at the bottom rail, that is a strike. True to the zone we have on screen, 1-2.
Yeah, that's a really good pitch to a good fastball hitter. Good run, good location.
Garcia ripped another ball his last time up. He rips another ball this time up, shoots it into center field. This time something to show for it as Perez chugs around third and comes in to break up the shutout. 3 straight reach, and it's 4-1. And the tying run coming up. So A.J. Hinch is out of the dugout, and Brisky's night is done. Here comes Canely.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years, putting the most advanced technology into people's hands. Generation after generation, tool after tool, again and again, bringing you the most reliable network of authorized sales and service dealers, always moving forward. We lead, others follow.
The beach. To Corona, she isn't just a place. She is an element. And with salt and spray, she shoves us relentlessly into the present. That's what's inside every bottle of Corona. So no matter where your journey takes you, with just a squeeze of lime, the beach is always closer than you think. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Taking a little brain vacay to Japan? It's the dream. Why don't you stop dreaming and go?
My budget's more instant ramen than sashimi these days.
Use Priceline. They've got millions of hotel and flight deals on the menu. Have you tried the 60% off? It's super fresh.
Japan, here I come. Arigato. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
The Cantina chicken menu, but now it's caliente.
Mundo, si vienen por un beneficio, tengo espíritus que me cuidan. Yo soy un ángel en la tierra, me tiran la mala y no me desaniman. Bloqueada el blanco, cerrada el pecho, no escucho ni lo que mi mente me diga. Me busqué un par de huevos bacanos, pa' mí tú el que habla me dice mentira. Yay.
Introducing the bold new Caliente Cantina chicken menu from Taco Bell. Here for a limited time.
Mundo, si vienen por un beneficio, tengo espíritus que me cuidan.
Bo Brisky went 1-2-3 in the 7th, but gets into trouble in the 8th and is yanked after a run in and a tying run coming up. Here comes Tommy Canely and all his changeups.
Yeah, the master of the changeup. He will throw it time and time again. I'm still trying to get over the fact that Salvador Perez scored from second base on a single, down 4 runs with no outs without a throw. I mean, it's the first time this year he scored from second on a single. He's only taken the extra base one other time this year.
That was 2015 Salvador Perez and his spry legs coming out. RBI single for Garcia. Now Renfroe repping the tying run. Royals legends, bridging multiple generations of Royals players. The 9-time All-Star scoring the first run of the night for the Royals. Upstairs on back-to-back changes. Well, the Royals have seen quite a bit of Canely. He was with the New York Yankees last year for the postseason and pitched 3 times in the American League Division Series. All scoreless outings for the Yankees against the Royals. And he throws a fastball.
Surprised him.
Renfroe was as surprised as we were to see the Heat.
What was it last year in the postseason? I think he had a run of 30-something changeups in a row.
28 in a row changeups. And back to the changeup, bouncing ball. Sweeney to second, one throw to first is in time. Torres got it to Ibanez for the stretch, and they roll it up 6-4-3. At least for now, that's how it'll be ruled.
I'm not sure why Matt's out there. Obviously saw something to be concerned about. That was a nice turn by Torres, by the way. Took his time, made a solid throw. That was close.
I think he might have been safe. Remember, the Royals already challenged and lost. They lost that challenge on the double steal.
Let's take another look here. very close. It looked like he beat it on that shot.
He's
right
in there, yeah. But can't go to replay. And first pitch back to Canely, out to Sweeney, and the inning is over just like that. The Waters grounds out. Royals settle for 1. Middle of 8.
I'm the voice inside your head.
And while you're typically athletic, right now, you're pathetic. Rick. And once you start listening to me, it's going to be hard to stop. Shank. And if you don't have the right auto coverage, the cost of this could hit you out of nowhere. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Nature's Bounty. Your bones are 4 times as strong as concrete. Nature's Bounty supplements your bone health with high absorption magnesium. It's in your nature to stand strong. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature.
Wearing regular shoes feels this cramped. Or Glide Step wide fit, hands-free Skechers slip-ins feel like this. With Skechers slip-ins, just step in, no bending down, no touching my shoes. Try wide fit Skechers slip-ins.
That beer cap is about the luckiest piece of metal in the world. Chairing the welcome committee for a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis.
Fox UFL Friday lights up prime time.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
As the Memphis Showboats
Touchdown!
take on the Michigan Panthers.
Holy cow!
It's all part of the Fox Football Extravaganza. Friday at 8 Eastern.
Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers battle Corey Seager and the Rangers. Or Nolan Arenado and the Cardinals take on Juan Soto and the Mets. Saturday at 4 Eastern on Fox.
Chris Stratton stays on after the Royals get their first run of the night. Call that didn't go their way on a double play ball. Got him partially out of the inning before Canely came in and rolled up 2 ground balls. They had 2 runners on, 1 run in, and nobody out. So a 3-run lead for Detroit, and the Royals will have 3 outs to work with to try to come back. And Trey Sweeney, one of 7 former first-round picks on the Tigers, getting this 8th inning started. Former first-round draft pick of the Yankees out of Eastern Illinois, Charleston, Illinois. Royals had a guy from EIU a few years ago, Jimmy Govern, drafted by the Royals from EIU. Little squibber from the former Panther out to Witt on the backhand. It is not in time. It's an infield single for Sweeney.
Yeah, the minute this ball left the bat, you knew it was trouble for Witt because Sweeney runs well. Tried to get rid of it as quickly as possible, but that's just, you just don't have enough time to get a fast runner.
A bunch of balls deep in the hole tonight for Witt. Sweeney legs this one out. Brings Kreidler to the plate. Shows a bunt and pulls it back. Tom, we've seen a bunch of Eastern Illinois guys the last week or so. We were just at Yankee Stadium on Saturday. Saw Giants who have Hayden Birdsong in their bullpen.
That's right.
Nick Maton playing for the White Sox. Also an EIU guy.
By the way, Hayden Birdsong, he's got quite a future ahead of her. I was talking to Bob Melvin, Giants manager, and Birdsong is broken with working out of the bullpen for the Giants. Kind of a long guy. But clearly his future is a starter. Bob Melvin said not just a starter, but an elite starter. Effusive in his praise for Hayden Birdsong.
We both kind of perked up in our chairs when he told us that on Saturday. Oh. Guy that was competing for the Giants for that 5th starter spot out of spring training. Got to keep your eye on as the year goes on. 3-0. That is ball 4 to Kreidler and 2 aboard with nobody out in the 8th.
Bad time to lose the strike zone. The number 9 hitter giving himself up. And just didn't get the ball over the plate. Now he's going to face the top of the lineup with 2 on.
Trying to give himself up, move the runner, and it turns into a 4-pitch walk. 5th time through the Tigers lineup, Gleyber Torres. Tom, biggest surprise first 2-3 weeks of the Major League Baseball season is what in your eyes?
Wow, maybe how really, really good the NL West is. I could say San Diego. I could say the Giants. And I could say Arizona, although they did lead the league in runs scored last year. So I'll throw them all together and say how good the NL West is.
Probably has a chance to be the National League's version of the American League Central was last year. Probably getting 3 teams in the playoffs if this keeps up.
Yeah, it's a good point, Connor, because I think what it's doing is already it's putting pressure on teams in the NL East, especially the Braves. If you're not banking wins early, you're playing uphill against teams in the West.
Torres turns and whacks it to left. It's in for a base hit. Sweeney had to hold up, so everybody moves up 90. 2 hits in the inning and a walk, and they are loaded up.
They get this one up, off speed. Torres is going to turn on that. Sweeney had to hold to make sure it dropped. No outs. He's probably not going to score on that anyway. Now you've got a situation where Carpenter gets hit with the bases loaded and a right-hander on the mound late in the game. Doesn't happen often like this.
He feasts on righties. And Stratton drops a change low. One of those spots where he earned the nickname Kerry Bonds. 2 grand slams in his career, a 300 hitter in these spots. Very carefully along the edges from Stratton.
Yep, that's a good call by Clemens. Now Carpenter is just going to keyhole. Got to sit, fastball, anything else, let it pass. Fastball and probably middle in.
It's a changeup.
Ooh,
for a strike.
It has been a wide zone. And that is a count saver for Stratton to get that call.
And consistently 1 ball off the plate off that inside corner. 2-1. Is a big swing. Ooh, that's the grand slam swing. Right.
Check the obliques. Well, that's how you want to swing. Base is loaded. You're looking to hit the ball in the air. Just a little bit too much underneath it.
I couldn't tell if his head was shaking because he was like, oh, I missed it, or if his body was just kind of out of whack from spinning himself around. From 2-0 to 2-2 with the bases juiced. And he spoils it. Carpenter right behind Torkelson for the team lead in home runs for the Tigers. Has 5 on the year. And has done damage on breaking balls. Over a 400 batting average early in the year on breaking balls.
Well, you'd think Stratton would spin off one of those curveballs right here after that fastball.
Where's he going? 2-2, trying to put him away. He did, but not in the zone.
Good take. Now what do you do? You're Stratton. It's got to be a challenge pitch. To me, his best command pitch in the zone is the fastball.
Infield creeping in a 3-run game. And a breaking ball is swung on and missed. Changed up the pattern and gets a big first out in the strikeout of Carpenter.
Gutsy pitch right here. Wow. obviously well out of the strike zone, but Carpenter is thinking heater, sitting on fastball all the way. Surprised by that pitch. Can't blame him. Great pitch by Stratton.
Now McKinstry. And Perez ready to pounce. He looks the runner Sweeney back to third.
Sweeney actually had to dive to get back there. And Garcia did get to the bag in case Sal wanted to throw it.
1-0. Ground ball. Royals looking for two. Massey, Witt makes the turn, but it's not in time. McKinstry legs it out to plate another run for the Tigers. And the Royals were that close to being out of the eighth.
Yeah, you see the depth. They're playing like a 2 defense, just kind of splitting the difference, either in or back. And the ball just wasn't hit quite hard enough. The long throw here loses the shot at the double play. Witt does everything he can, but he did beat it. And McKinstry has been a thorn in the Royals' side tonight.
Yeah, he's got that personality, kind of the dirt bag, all out type player, and legs one out to bring another one home for Detroit. Make it a 4-run game again for Spencer Torkelson. An important run too, because Kansas City has 9-1-2 due up in the 9th. And what that does, that 4th run or that 5th run to make it a 4-run game, Bobby Witt Jr. now has no chance of coming up as the tying run.
That's a chance you take when you drop the infield back. You're hoping for the double play, but the percentage of a double play when the double play is in order is only about 10 or 11%.
And back through the box, and Torkelson makes it hurt some more. His 3rd RBI of the night on his 2nd hit, and it is 6-1 Tigers.
This is what it means to square up a baseball. This is a round bat, a round ball hit squarely. Look, there's almost no spin on it. He squared that up so well. Just a different hitter, as AJ Hinch likes to say. Well, he was a 1-1 pick. It wasn't like he didn't have talent. It is showing now.
Dad, I'm a genius. I figured out how to make us penguins fly.
That's gonna be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad, just drink it. But why?
Why? It's 40 degrees below. Do you think we're standing here for fun?
Red Bull gives you wings, but only if you drink it.
Aww.
What causes a curve down there?
Is it Peyronie's disease?
Is there somebody I can talk to or help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that. You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at gogetsomebody.com.
Apartments.com gives landlords the tools to manage your rentals with ease. It's like having a whole team of yous. Look at this.
Just approved another application. Hey, Jim, rent payment receipt. Another lease sign. Ring the bell.
Fair market rates.
A housewarming, Gad.
Keep generating that lease, Jim.
I'm sorry, what's in the microwave? Bedroom.
Don't join the team, no. Keep it work, no dancing. Apartments.com, the place to list a place.
Do you own a dishwasher but only use it for storage or as a drying rack? Get better results than hand washing with your dishwasher and Cascade Complete. Your dishwasher does the work for you with temperatures up to 140 degrees. Too hot for hands. Some dishwashers even have a sanitizing cycle. Load pots, pans, and tableware at the bottom with plastic and glassware on top.
Steven Cruz, the new pitcher for Kansas City, and Riley Green is up there to swing away tonight. Working on a 3-hit game. And attacking the first fastball that Steven Cruz throws tonight. Predominantly a slider pitcher, throws about 50% sliders.
That was a nasty cutter at 94. A lot of late movement. First pitch at 99. So you get a quick glimpse at the power of Steven Cruz.
And 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes to Green, who pulls one to the right side. Pasquantino diving play. Cruz gets over there and stops on the bag to retire the side. McKinstry legs out a double play ball. The Tigers add 2. We go to the 9th in a 5-run game as the Tigers try to close out the opener.
When you pop open an On the Rocks Cosmo, you get masterfully mixed magic that takes the vibe uptown. Bartender created cocktails anywhere on the rocks.
Next level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGard Plus.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
Hurry to the Spring Rush selling spree at Highland Toyota. Get $18,000 lease cash on select vehicles. Scan the QR code, lease these new 2025s. Tacoma, $319 a month. Camry Hybrid, $329 a month. Or RAV4, $369 a month. And get 1.99% financing on Tundra. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Highland Toyota. John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. We've got the inventory.
I didn't know it was Bobby Valentine night at the ballpark.
He called in sick tonight. He just got busted, though.
Master of disguise. Somebody ratted him. We're not helping him, putting him on TV. Oh, double disguise. That didn't work out as well. Well, 9th inning, Kane Leon for a save opportunity. It was a 3-run game when he came in. Tigers give him 2 more runs. He tries to get the last 3 outs.
Yeah, those 2 runs are big. We saw that record before, leading after 7, 33 wins in a row.
And a bounding ball. Ibanez vacuums that up, and there's 1 away at the top of the 9th.
And tack-on runs certainly help that kind of a record. You know, Joe Madden, the former Cubs manager, calls those jug runs. When you score with a lead in your last at bat before the 9th inning, jug as in jugular. That's going for the jugular.
I always thought of Joe Madden as a peaceful guy.
That's a little too violent for you?
Well, no. Is that in the book of Joe, by the way?
That's a good question. I'm not sure that it is.
India out to left. This is routine for Green. And 2 down.
A lot of good things happened for Detroit in this game tonight, starting with that man right there, Riley Green. You know, the whole team, he's such a popular, likable guy and an important piece in this team. To see him break out of that slump tonight, besides the win, obviously, it's got to make everybody feel good.
And a 3-hit night. And this game comes down to Bobby Witt Jr. He takes a change upstairs. That was the slim margin. The ball that McKinstry beat out that could have been an inning-ending double play ball. It would have kept this a 3-run game. And the complexion of this 9th inning would have felt totally different, because Bobby Witt Jr. due up 3rd in a 3-run game could have been the tying run. Instead, bases empty, 2 outs in a 5-run game. The Royals in danger of dropping their 4th straight. And Canely plants the fastball for strike 2.
That's a lot of frustration on Kansas City's side, which you can hear. It's not just about tonight's strike zone. It's about the last now 13 games. Failing to crack more than 4 runs in any of these games. This is a borderline pitch. This is a 50-50 ball. That was not a bad pitch.
And then the heave ho. Royals down to their last strike. Canely's pitch is downstairs. I agree, Tom. That's about a whole road trip built of pent-up frustration.
I can't blame him. It's been wearing on Kansas City for a week and a half.
Canely's 2-2. And squib to first. Ibanez scoops it up, and this game is over. Reese Olson started it, and at the plate, Torkelson in green led the Tigers to a series-opening 6-1 win over Kansas City.
Yeah, I like what you said earlier, Connor. It's not often we've seen Torkelson and Green hot at the same time. And they got a glimpse of it tonight, what it can mean for this Detroit offense.
So Canely gets the save in 2 innings of work, coming in bases loaded and rolling up ground balls. And he wins it for Reese Olson, his 2nd win of the year. So the Tigers get back home after their road trip to Minnesota and Milwaukee, win it 6-1 in the opener of this 4-game series. For Tom Verducci and our entire Fox Sports crew, I'm Connor Onion. That's all from Detroit. Let's go back to Kevin Burkhardt and the D-Train.
Connor, thanks so much. Tom, great job on the game, and welcome to our LA studios. Along with the D-Train, Dontrell Willis, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Plenty of baseball to cover coming up this next hour. Yankees playing a road game at George Steinbrenner Field. Tell me if that makes any sense, but we'll show you the Mets first place. Juan Soto, though, yet to get on track there, and the Phillies get the last lap in the finale of their big 4-game series with the Giants. All that is coming up in the next hour, so glad you are with us. But first, the Tigers get back home. They started with a nice win over the Royals, 6-1, and so much to like about this, especially in the middle of the order. Torkelson and Green delivering together, that's a nice sight.
Absolutely. They all checked in, and they're very important pieces. And then the more they play together, the better they're going to be. And that's why I feel like they're going to be at the top of this division. Having Carpenter factor in, his bat-to-ball skills are elite, and he's a feared hitter in that lineup, had 3 hits, 2 runs. Also, Green, we talked about him in the pregame show, has to check in, got 3 hits. He's starting to feel better about as long as they have solid starting pitching like they did tonight. Olson was outstanding, 5 innings, 5 Ks, 0 runs. They're going to put pressure on every single team in the AL Central as long as they play clean, and they did that tonight.
I know it's early, but interesting to see how the Tigers have handled the pressure of being a team that's expected to make the playoffs.
Well, you know what? That locker room, in the middle of the year that the Tigers were done, and all of a sudden they battle back. They find an ace and a leader in Tariq Skubal, and all of a sudden they're riding high. They were 1 pitch away from actually winning that series in Cleveland, and so they're able to be battle tested. So this was a very big year. They add on Gleyber Torres and some other people, and so right now they're rocking and rolling. They're feeling good in Motown.
Back to Detroit. Spencer Torkelson joins us right now. Spencer, thanks for putting the headset on. It's Kevin Burkhardt and Dontrell Willis in L.A. And let me ask you what I just asked Dontrell. You know, last year, obviously, you guys had a great year, get to the playoffs, make some noise. How about what has pleased you the most about handling those expectations off to a really nice start here?
We just pull for one another and have that, you know, kind of let's play the game the right way and do the little things right.
Spencer, Dontrell Willis here. Listen, I'm a big fan, and I love your resurgence. What adjustments have you made at the plate? Because I see a different Torkelson in that box. You look very confident at the plate, and it seems like you have power line to line. So can you tell me about some of the adjustments?
Yeah, just get better. You know, I never lost belief in myself and my ability, and I knew I just had to tap into it and made a few adjustments, got a little narrower, and then kind of fixed my posture a little bit, and then just became the confident hitter that, you know, I've been my entire life, and that's what you're seeing.
You know, you guys made it to the postseason last year and got a chance to taste champagne in this core group. What's it going to take for you guys to go make a deep postseason run like last year?
Gosh, I mean, it's early, but, you know, I think what we proved last year is as long as we're pulling for one another, doing the little things right, showing up to the yard every single day, trying to get better, finding ways to win, you know, I think the sky's the limit with this team.
Spencer, appreciate you joining us, man. Big night for you and a nice start to the homestand. Again, go enjoy this, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Spencer Torkelson, been cool to watch him do his thing. You know, a couple years ago, 31-homer guy, right? Last year, sent to AAA in the middle of the year. By the way, some of the best players in the game have been sent down, so he's really responding. How about big picture? You just asked him, and Spencer said, hey, it's a long way away. But, you know, they go from being a great story to making to then getting them making some noise in the wild card, knocking off Houston, right? Right. How do they take that next step in an AL, which, you know, is maybe not as strong as the NL this year?
You saw the rotation play. They're getting consistent rotation play. And regardless of what division that you're in, if you have 4 to 5 guys that you can trust that can win matchups, it takes a ton of pressure off the rotation. Jackson Jobe is in that rotation. You have Flaherty back in that rotation, throwing strikes. Listen, they don't have to be world beaters. They already have one in that lefty in Tariq Skubal. So everybody else has to fall in line, stay healthy, be able to provide 20 to 30 starts, and really give some options down there and take a lot of pressure off that bullpen. The less people you have to deploy, the more that they're going to be impactful in that bullpen. So last year, there was a lot of bullpen games where they were trying to piece together wins in that division even to get in the postseason. This year, they have a better rotation. And listen, once that offense gets cooking like they're doing today, man, they're going to be a tough out.
Yeah, I mean, Kerry Carpenter, 3 bullets he hit tonight. So all of a sudden, he said, ooh, okay, in the middle of that lineup looking pretty good. Let's go to the Yankees, taking on the Rays in their spring training home, because the Rays are playing their home games there because, of course, the damage to the trough from the hurricane. So it's a strange situation. Started a 4-game series. Aaron Judge against Taj Brown. I mean, the guy was hitting 400 coming into today.
He's locked in, allowing the baseball to travel deep, quick hands, and he has line-to-line power.
Bottom 1, Brandon Lau at the plate, and that's going to be a base hit against Will Warren. But Judge says, let me show you something else. Look at that.
Cannon to the left, fire. He can do it all. Came up firing. Forget the cutoff, man. I'm going to try to hunt that. Beautiful throw.
3rd inning, we're tied at 1. Let's go there. See Junior Caminero going against the former Ray, Ryan Yarbrough, and he jacks this one out to right and gone. His 5th home run of the year. Good start. 3-1, Rays in front.
Yeah, he's the centerpiece, one of the fastest bat speeds in all of baseball, and he has all the tools to be a cornerstone.
Osvaldo Cabrera in the 5th. Turns on one. That's his first of the year. It's a 1-run game.
You see all those Yankee jerseys drinking beer back there? They living like spring training. Oh, that's my guy.
He's been one of the best stories in the game.
Uncle Ben getting his foot down every time the Yankees need a big hit. The youngsters coming up clutch.
Uncle Ben, I see what you did there, right? Last name Rice, first name Ben, all right? Here's Jazz Chisholm at the plate. It's clearly low. He's called out. Jazz, not a fan, goes a little nuts. John Bacon ejects him. I mean, it's obviously low.
He's got a case right there, but he's struggling too, so this might be a combination of the frustration and the call as well.
Bring back the torpedo bats. 6-3, though. Yankees still have enough offense right now. A little way to go in the 8th in their home sometimes. Rays home right now. You could follow all that. There you go. There you go. Guardians, Orioles. What do we got here? Gunnar Henderson against Tanner Bybee, the ace for Cleveland.
That ball smoked.
It is deep and, well, got out. How about that? First home run of the year for Gunnar, the all-star shortstop.
Oppo Tacos, who's hungry?
Well, Baltimore, the early lead. Here we go. Sneeman going deep, and is that going to be enough?
Ooh. Said he made that look close. Timed that jump perfectly. Just
Cedric, close indeed. All right, then, next batter, Austin Hedges. Says, I can do it with the bat, too. I mean, normally he's the defense first guy.
Yeah, got something in his wheelhouse, back spun him, and had to admire it right there. Nice piece of hitting by, he says, we're going to keep hitting.
Later in the third, it's Ramirez, Jose. Ooh, how about Gunnar Henderson, a little D? That was pretty neat.
Look what I found. He just knocked that down, didn't rush the throw, fired a strike, bang, bang, play.
A lot of highlights for the first 2.5 innings. Go to the bottom of the third, Orioles down 2-1. Ryan O'Hearn. Oh, deep, and did he get enough? Another one. Is it going to be far enough? It is. I mean, somehow got it the tip top of the wall. But it's 4-2 Baltimore, and then it's Heston Kjerstad. That's gone.
You know, this Baltimore lineup can do this to you, especially when you continue to make mistakes up there. And that doesn't look sanitary, but I respect it.
That's like drinking out of the garden hose when you were a kid.
I've done that.
I don't think they do that anymore without putting like a filter on it or some kind of Brita situation. I don't know. 6-2 Baltimore will take the win in that very crowded AL East, which ironically they're in the cellar right now in the early going. Look, the Yankees went to the World Series last year. They're in first place right now. They're winning again tonight, but it's a good division, right? It's close. Is it the Yankees against the field? How do you view this division?
You know, I still believe that it's the Yankees division, especially with Aaron Judge hitting 400 coming into this ball game. He's leading them in almost every offensive category, but the supporting cast, a couple of those guys have stepped up. Paul Goldschmidt has been solid in that position. Also, the youngster Ben Rice, we talked about it. He's getting his foot down. He has 5 home runs, and so you need those guys to really set the table for him and take the pressure off him and not make that team one-dimensional with some of the guys that are playing subpar. You still want to see Bellinger get his foot down. He's been playing defensively well. And Jazz Chisholm, even though the power is there, KB, I think the batting average can improve mightily. So they still have a lineup that can do some damage, and they're battle tested in their experience too. Now the rotation is what's concerning me. You know what I mean? You have Max Fried, who's been outstanding, but Warren and Schmidt, they have to be good, and they have to stay healthy because they have a lot of missing pieces in that rotation.
Yeah, Schmidt just came back, and he always gives you a chance, but you'd like to see a little more depth. Of course, Cole's out for the year. Luis Gil is out for a couple months, so they're going to have to do it for a little while without them, but the division is tight. Blue Jays right there. Figure the Red Sox get hot.
I respect them all, but I think that big man in the centerpiece, he's going to be tough to
knock out the MVP and the Yanks. All right, we'll see. A lot more baseball to do, like the Mets. Their stars really haven't hit their stride just yet, but they're still winning. That's the thing. We'll show you if New York could stay in sole possession of first place, home for the Cardinals tonight. Highlights when we come back. And then, well, the Dodgers obviously made 2024 season to remember. Their second World Series title in 5 years. This year in L.A., certainly World Series or bust again. We'll check in what's gone right and maybe not so right so far. And you don't want to miss our favorite segment, all the craziest moments from around the majors. Latest edition of Caught Looking. Post-game show rolls on.
When you pop open an On the Rocks Cosmo, you get masterfully mixed magic that takes the vibe uptown. Bartender-created cocktails anywhere on the rocks.
The cantina chicken menu, but now it's caliente.
Mundo, si vienen por un beneficio, tengo espíritus que me cuidan. Yo soy un ángel en la tierra, me tiran la mala y no me desaniman. Bloqueada el blanco, cerrada el pecho, no escucho ni lo que mi mente me diga. Me puse un par de huevos bacanos, pa' mí tú el que habla me dice mentiras. Yay.
Introducing the bold new Caliente Cantina chicken menu from Taco Bell. Here for a limited time.
Mundo, si vienen por un beneficio, tengo espíritus que me cuidan.
AI is old news, but apartmental intelligence, that's the future. Picture your perfect apartment. Watch this. It's in my head. And now it's up there. Oh! Oh, apartments.com, a place to find a place. Oh!
Sorry, bud. Not while I weed. Hey! Who let the dogs out?
Spruce, a new weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets.
Does it actually work?
Visible results in 1 hour and dead weeds in 1 day.
Spruce works.
Spruce, the new, hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer.
Do you want a ding to your credit? I don't want a ding. So when I needed a new credit card, I went to Experian. See these cards with no ding decline? Your credit won't take a ding if you're declined, so you can apply with confidence. Get the Experian app now.
You gesture, the world responds. Any car that doesn't offer that sense of control is a car that stops short of amazing.
Outback Steakhouse has a three-course meal called the
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi. With soup or salad, your choice of select entrees, and cheesecake for dessert.
Oi, 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 oi.
It's three oys. 3 courses starting at $14.99 at Outback for a limited time.
When you pop open an On the Rocks Cosmo, you get masterfully mixed magic that takes the vibe uptown. Bartender created cocktails anywhere on the rocks.
Do you own a dishwasher but only use it for storage or as a drying rack? Get better results than hand washing with your dishwasher and Cascade Complete. Your dishwasher does the work for you with temperatures up to 140 degrees, too hot for hands. Some dishwashers even have a sanitizing cycle. Load pots, pans, and tableware at the bottom with plastic and glassware on top. Cascade Complete removes visible and invisible residue for virtually spot-free and shiny dishes. Switch to your dishwasher and Cascade Complete.
4 families remain, but who can survive? For $250,000.
We came here to win, and that's what we're going to do.
Extracted season finale Monday on Fox.
This Easter, the UFL takes over spring's biggest weekend with a Fox football extravaganza. Tomorrow at 8 Eastern, Memphis takes on Michigan. Saturday at 7, Birmingham battles Houston, and Sunday at 5 is San Antonio against D.C. All this weekend on Fox, and we say welcome back. Post-game show. Dontrell Willis, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Let's keep rolling here. A lot of baseball tonight. Angels taking on the first-place Rangers. Second inning, Nolan Shonowell. A little pop-up. Leody Taveras can go and get it.
Go get it, young man. Easy slide, great jump off the bat. He's a lead at that. He can cover that outfield, and that's a very big outfield in Arlington.
All right, second inning. Let's go there. Nice catch by Taveras. Jack Kohanovich.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Nails Berger in the wrist.
Oh, he's an important piece in that lineup, a guy that can provide 25 to 30 home run, all right on the wrist, and even broke the bracelet.
The bracelet in half, and hopefully his wrist isn't either. Man, oh, man. Still tied at 1. Taveras delivers at the plate. That's going to score 2. Trout over to get it. Try to get a little relay here. Tim Anderson, TA turns it around. Oh, they got him.
Oh, great awareness by TA to a strike at home plate.
Third inning, Rangers up. Adolis Garcia. You know, he really struggled last year after an amazing World Series year. That's a good sign.
Very important for him. Here's what you talked about. My core guys need to have normal years for us to have a chance in the division.
Yeah, Rangers off to a good start on the year. 4-3 they lead in the 6th inning of that game here tonight. Well, it was a move that sent shockwaves throughout the baseball world. Juan Soto leaving the Bronx and heading to Queens to sign a record 15-year, $765 million contract. Amazing, right? Soto and the Mets now have the attention of obviously everyone in Major League Baseball, and that spotlight could not be any brighter.
Pinch yourself, Met fans, because the reality is setting in. The megastar is coming to the New York Mets.
This came down to Yankees and Mets like we have never seen before.
Wait a minute. The days of the Mets being little brother, the second citizen Mets, those days are over.
At the end of the day, why did you choose the Mets?
How hungry they are to win a championship and to want to make a dynasty in the New York Mets.
When Steve Cohen bought this team 4 years ago, this was the dream. The dream was they'd pursue everybody and anybody.
My goal was to change how the Mets were viewed, and I think we're on the path of changing that. I'm excited by the Mets' future. I think this accelerates our goal of winning championships.
Well, he's one of the best players in the league. He's a dynamic player, and he's obviously has won a World Series, and I think bringing playoff caliber players to here can only make us better.
For him to choose the Mets, it means a lot. He's a phenomenal player, and I'm happy that we're on the same team as opposed to competitors.
They're going to get a player that's going to come to play hard every day. Doesn't matter what is going on out there. I'm going to give my 100% every day.
He's not satisfied with what he's done in this game, and you could see it with the way he goes about his business. It seems like the moment is never too big for him.
I'm a natural born.
High drive, gone! Juan Soto's first
home run as a New York Met.
Is this real? Did he really choose the Mets after all that bidding? And the answer is yes, and that was real too. What a start.
It's just unbelievable. Really happy to know where I'm going to be for the next 15 years, you know, and more than excited to spend it with this group of guys. I only heard great things about them. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, but it's fun at the same time.
It's special knowing that he's going to be here for a long time. I think he's going to accomplish a lot of good things. Overall, it's for us to win, we're going to need everybody.
When it comes down to game time, that's when we have to be players of substance. We have to do it. We have to perform and execute.
Now that you've got Juan Soto at this number, you've got to back it up.
Winning games, that's all you got to do. You don't have to talk too much. You just got to go out there and get the job done.
Well, $765 million is the largest contract in baseball history. It surpassed Shohei Ohtani, who's getting paid like a penny for 10 years, so he gets $700 written in a check. You get the idea. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. just signed a $500 million deal last week, right? But you see the numbers, and with that comes very large expectations. So how would Soto and the Mets do tonight? Starting a homestand against the Cardinals. Jordan Walker at the line, at the plate, I should say. Alonso, who's been great to start the year.
Go ahead, Pete.
Polar bear.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. Everything that was talked about him in the offseason, he's been absolutely outstanding this year. Going to go to another All-Star game.
And this guy getting going is big. Mark Vientos, right? They have been waiting for him, maybe an up-and-coming star.
Yeah, he's starting to heat up, and he has line-to-line power. In that playoffs against the Dodgers, he was as scary a bat.
That's up 2-0, and there is Lindor. That's the base. One run scores. Watch Lindor's smarts, though. Gets caught in a rundown by mistake, but then says, go, go.
Yeah. That's his leadership. That's his leadership. He didn't panic. He understands the situation, wants to get another run. And this is a good teammate right there.
Here's Soto coming off an 0 for 5, 3 strikeout night the night before, and this game's going kind of the same way.
Yeah, they're pitching him very tough. They're getting ahead of him, and the pitches he's supposed to barrel, he's just missing. The timing's just a hair off right now.
2 batters later, Vientos. Remember Nolan Arenado, perennial Gold Glove winner last year, a smidge off? He's back.
He's definitely back at the plate and definitely defensive. He got goals sprinkled all over that infield, KB.
Oh, yeah, he does. So a nice play by Arenado. 4th inning, it's Brandon Nimmo with a ground ball. Nolan Gorman.
Oh, do it!
Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
That's the only play he had. He couldn't do that transfer, but Nimmo was flying up that line. Nice play.
All right. So then it's Gorman trying to keep this thing alive. Mets looking to close it out. Edwin Diaz. A little warmer temperatures, although it's still pretty chilly in New York. Bang. That'll get the job done.
Diaz, is it?
Yes. So the Mets in for, they haven't, funny when you watch, they haven't played particularly great, but they're 12-7 and they're in first place. Playoff team last year took the Dodgers to 6 games in the NLCS, and they gave the richest contract ever to Juan Soto. So what are the expectations now?
It's World Series or bust. When you spend $1 billion, KB, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to hear about no division title. You know what I mean? There's expectation, especially with this core group getting to the National League Championship. All these rosters now, they're constructed to beat and match up the Dodgers. And so you go out and add Juan Soto to this talented lineup. You have Mark Vientos. You have Polar Bear, who started not to cover off the baseball. This is a well-constructed lineup that can put up runs, and they're athletic, not only offensively, but defensively as well. They're fun to watch.
I'm fascinated, though, by Soto because we know about he's hit everywhere he's gone, right? Coming off, though, his best year last year. And he even said it, look, they're pitching me different without Aaron Judge behind me. That's no disrespect to Pete Alonso. Aaron Judge is amazing.
Right.
So he played in New York, succeeded with the pressure in New York, but now goes cross-town, still in New York, without Aaron Judge. What's the pressure difference?
$700 million difference. I'll tell you that. I mean, that's chips with dip, and rightfully so. He's one of the best players in all of baseball. But, you know, it's one of those things where you go to a new team and they feel like, hey, this is the one piece that can get us over the top and make a parade. And so you get off to a slow start, and you're looking at this scoreboard, and the scoreboard, the batting average is getting bigger and bigger. And sometimes you start to expand out the zone to try to get yourself going. Now, if he just sees like a jump shooter, if he sees a couple go down, a couple opposite field hits, I think that's when he's locked in, when he has that power to left center. He looks a little pull happy and a little jumpy, and he's not covering the off speed on the outer half of the plate. but just get comfortable. You saw Francisco Lindor in a Mets uniform take almost a year before he got comfortable, and all of a sudden now he's comfortable. And so he spoke about how it was different coming from the Guardians now to the Mets in that different market. Well, you know, there's expectation when you get those chips with dip, and so rightfully so. But I think he's going to be just fine. But he's going to be the piece, no matter who they face in the National League, to get over the hump.
Quick trivia: how much dip can you buy with $700 million?
That's a lot of Chipotle dip right there. You don't got to hold it over that Chipotle dip over that burrito. You could throw it on there twice, a couple guaps up there. That's a lot of money, man. But he's that impactful. You remember a long time ago, KB, when he turned down $400 million, how everybody thought he was crazy?
Yeah.
Man, that seemed like 20 years ago.
Turns out he bought Apple stock in the very beginning, didn't he? Worked out okay for Juan Soto. Now he just wants to get hot at the plate. How about in division, Phillies-Giants? Good series. Giants took the first 2 of 3 of the series, coming off a series win in New York against the Yanks. They're playing well. Kyle Schwarber, though, got Philadelphia off to a good start here against Jordan Hicks, right?
Yeah, stayed on that slider. Hicks is a very difficult cover. He was short to the baseball, got him 2 ribbies.
And it's 4-1 and Alec Bohm. They need him to get going, and this helps. Although catchable by a guy who's usually great on defense in Matos.
Matos has big-time range. I think he just caught it in the hill, but Bohm is a very important piece in the middle of that lineup. He has power and play coverage, so this might get him going.
There you go. 4th inning, same score now. And Christopher Sanchez with a 5-1 lead against Matt Chapman. Gets him to go chasing. And Casey Schmidt goes down swinging, and there's more of that where that came from.
Yeah.
Christopher Sanchez, a career high 12 strikeouts today with 22 whiffs on his changeup alone.
He's a tough cover. We'll talk about him later.
No doubt. Chapman, though, is going to get his revenge. All of a sudden, the Giants are back in it.
Quietly, too, but they're finally healthy of all the ads. They're finally starting to learn how to play together. This was an intriguing matchup early in the season, these two teams.
However, Sanchez regroups, right? Look at him come back here. Koss takes that 96. Take that, young man.
Easiest 96 you will see.
There you go. So Sanchez, who was an all-star, broke through last year, looks to maybe even take that next leap into a co-ace this year. 2-0. He was brilliant today. Here's his manager, Rob Thompson.
Yeah, it was as good as you're going to get, I think. I mean, or as good as I've seen. I mean, a lot of swing and miss. It was just diving into the ground. He's better because the velocity's up from last year. And so it's hard. You got to gear up for 97, 98. And he's got that great changeup. It's tough. So, and he's throwing strikes. He's getting ahead all day today. He's really good.
This is no disrespect to Aaron Nola, who's a battle-tested, proven winner and a great pitcher. He's off to a little sluggish start this year. But if Sanchez goes from, look, he was an all-star. But if he goes now to this level, what does that do to the Phillies right now?
It really propels them as one of the top contenders in the National League because of the rotation depth. Now, all of a sudden, they have Sanchez, Jesus Luzardo, and then you talked about Wheeler and Nola being battle-tested. So now they have 4 quality starters. It doesn't matter if you're in a short series or a long series. You have trusted guys that can win and pitch in that ballpark. He has absolute filthy stuff. The swing and miss is there. 24 innings pitched, 31 strikeouts. He's a very difficult cover, as Thompson talked about. I watched earlier, the velo was anywhere from 95 to 97, inner half to the right-handed batter. Then the changeup's at 87. KB, that's harder than my fastball in Florida. I mean, so, again, the stuff that he possesses and really what gets the hitters, the effortlessness of the throw, because it's all of a sudden he's this easy guy in 97. Same thing with Luzardo. They're able to throw the fastball inner half to the right-handed and then the slider down and the changeup away, and he can throw it back door, front door. It does not matter. So he's fun to watch. And if you get swing and miss in that ballpark like that, man, you're an ace.
I know it's April 17th, but hey, what the heck? You know, let's prognosticate.
Okay.
Are they the biggest threat to the Dodgers? And if not, who is right now?
Oh, man. I mean, the NL West is going to be the gauntlet. And no disrespect to the East, but the Phillies are going to be there. The Diamondbacks are scary. The Padres are scary. And the Giants are quietly there. This is why this is a big test for both clubs to see where they're at early in the ball game. And both took stiff jabs from each other. Both showed each other that they can win ball games, especially in that hostile environment. But the Phillies are experienced, man, and they feel like they've been coming to the end. At every postseason they get knocked out. This might be the year if they can get the Dodgers, but I don't know, man. I'm trying to get another ring, so I hope not.
Yeah, they got the second best odds according to Vegas, so we'll see. And by the way, just one note on the Giants. They have to feel good. Like a tough road trip.
Yes.
They go to the Yankees and Phillies, and they win that road trip. Like overall, that's a pretty nice job.
Their
by
lineup's
them.
fun to watch. They'll score some runs this year.
Got some juice. All right, there we go. More to come. Randy Arozarena usually saves his bets for the postseason, but today he came through in the clutch not once, but twice against the Reds and the Mariners with the trident, sticking that in the ground. Give you the little stare. There you go. Well, the Diamondbacks, Dontrell mentioned them. They're a couple seasons removed from their trip to the World Series, and they may have the roster to bring it back. We'll see what they did against the Marlins today. It's all coming up next.
On a warm day, you want two things. A refreshing drink made with real fruit juice like Simply Spiked Lemonade, and a way to get cool. Oh, you can leave it open. Simply Spiked, made with real fruit juice.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be...
A competitive number.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Well, a number.
Is it competitive?
Some like them on an ice cream sandwich. Eat them how you like them.
Pop-Tart. Crazy!
Fox Saturday Baseball is back.
Ready to rock with a new year.
After a historic start to the season. Shohei Ohtani and the star-studded Dodgers look to stay hot as they take on Corey Seager and the Rangers. Or Nolan Arenado and the Cardinals take on Juan Soto and a loaded next lineup.
Oh, my goodness!
Saturday at 4 Eastern on Fox.
New Chipotle Honey Chicken brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Chit-chit! Chit-chit! Chit-chit!
Jif peanut butter. It's that jiffing good. You dress up like a squirrel for it.
Attention super markup shoppers. It's about time we paid everyday low prices, like at Aldi. Not increasingly high prices for potatoes. And these sales that aren't really sales. We're getting hustled, people. Hey, buddy, that loyalty card? Useless. Because at Aldi, you don't need one to get a good deal. Here at Aldi, they don't play pricing games. You just walk in and save. That's why they're #1 in everyday low prices.
Everything we don't do is for you. It's an Aldi thing.
Got more baseball coming your way on Saturday. Padres visit the Astros. That's a good one. 7 Eastern start right here on FS1. We say welcome back. Glad you can be with us on a Thursday night. D-Train's here. Dontrell Willis. And I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Let's take you back to Tampa. Yankees trying to finish off the Rays. Take a look what's happening there as Devin Williams is on trying to close it out. He struggled a little bit in his new digs, the former Brewers closer. And, oh, wow.
Oh, head.
Oswald Peraza, who came into the game because Jazz Chisholm was ejected. That's a nice play.
That baseball's going to find you, KB. You got to be ready to play no matter what.
Devin Williams maybe settling in here. You know, I mean, they changed the beard rule for
yeah, so he better step up. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the changeup has more depth, but it's also the fastball command to be able to set that up. But as you can see in the highlights, KB, a lot of soft contact. That's what he's used to.
There you go. Yankees get the win. Let's go MLB whip-around style to Arlington. Moments ago, Corey Seager.
Uh-oh.
Seen that picture enough, haven't we?
Deep in the heart of Texas.
He knows how to get it done. The Rangers, a first-place team, and they're doing a familiar thing, beating up the Angels. Well, 64. What are you laughing at? I love Doobie and Wayne too, but it's
too. Me too.
Sorry,
Gotta call it like you see it.
But yeah, you got to call it like you see it. 5-3. Mariners Reds. This was a fun game. We'll start in the first inning. That's where baseball games usually start. Austin Hayes up against Emerson Hancock. Austin Hayes is like on fire.
I think he's a big-time ad, especially with Ellie De La Cruz to provide some protection. He's still got some thump.
Yeah, he does, especially against the left-hander. There you go. Luke Raley against Brady Singer, the ex-Royal. Oh, he kind of wood-chopped him.
Yeah, short swing, hanging slider, the cement mixers, and they never come back.
You get that breeze coming in that power alley, it flies out of that place. Jake Fraley, let's see what he's got to offer. Oh, he's got to offer that. That is a grand salami.
Yeah, sometimes that skyline chili be hitting.
Never hits. Actually, ninth inning, Cal Raleigh.
Uh-oh.
All he does is hit bombs.
He's got to be in the home run derby.
Has to be.
I'm sorry. From both sides of the plate, he almost hit that to the river.
And it's Randy Arozarena saying, hey, it's regular season, Randy. That's a solo shot. Back-to-back home runs, ties the game at 7, forces the extra innings where Arozarena's at the plate again. And what's he got? Randy.
Got to go.
Oh, he got it through.
Yeah, if you get it past Ellie, you know that's a hard-hit baseball through the hole for 2 RBIs and hustling with the demolition man Mohawk.
And it's a nice little win. They've won 6 of 7 now, the Mariners. 7 home runs in that series, too, so the offense coming alive, which is big for them. We know their pitching is usually great. Moving on, Diamondbacks going for the sweep of the Marlins. Dontrell turn away. First inning, 1-0 Snakes. Haven Smith, who's getting even more work this year with Christian Walker gone, DH/first base/home run. There you go, 2-0 lead. Then it's Smith again. Go the other way.
He's a good player. I was worried about the Diamondback offense without Walker, and he's really stepped into the fold. And whenever they need a big hit, man, he's in the middle of it.
Close play, and Perdomo get in here.
Safe.
Sure safe. Sure is just enough. Diamondbacks have good speed. They run the bases. Here's Corbin Carroll. You know, he has made amends for his rough start last year. He's been on fire through the hole. Gets in another run. 4-1 D-backs.
Yeah, Carroll's finally healthy from that shoulder injury that he overcome. He feels good at the plate.
Josh Naylor, former Guardian. He is fitting right in, and that is crushed.
Wow. That ball has hit the South Beach.
That was crushed. So Naylor looking good. And then 7th inning, Marlins making it a game. Just in March, 102. That's nice.
Change up?
102. Look at your face. 6-4. Arizona's won 5 in a row. They are resembling the team that went to the World Series, and also, you know, they're playing really well after a little bit of a slow start. And the only reason they're not being noticed is because the whole division is so good.
Yeah.
So how do you view them in their task of making the playoffs when the entire division is stacked right now?
Well, there's still a dog in that fight, and I think the Arizona Diamondbacks are going to be there all day long. You know, I love talking about the rotation. You know, they still have Gallen, Burns, and Fott. They have a deep rotation that can throw strikes. But right now, Carroll is really stepping up, hitting .321. You talk about some of the ads like Perdomo. He's been around. He's finally healthy. He's hitting .300. And Josh Naylor has been absolutely outstanding in a Diamondback uniform. He's hitting .300. So they have a well-balanced attack. Now, we talk about some of the pieces they need in the bullpen, but at the same time, if they continue to score runs like this, they're third in the National League in runs scored and third in the National League in team RBI. So they put pressure on the opposition to be in a dogfight to have to score every single day. Now, it's going to be tough to have that consistency in division play when you're facing some of these aces like Michael King and Yamamoto and the Dodgers and what have you. But their lineup is very difficult to navigate, and I think they're going to continue to score runs.
Last couple of years, they've been a top 3 base running team.
Yes.
You have to believe that they'd be in that mix by the time the year is over. But how do they compare just in division? We know National League as a whole, you're going to be battling for wild cards. There's a lot of good teams. What's to say in the division? Diamondbacks, Padres, Giants. Who's best?
You trying to get me fired on my day off?
I mean,
KB? No, listen.
It's February. It's April.
Listen.
February?
He said February. No. If the Dodgers are able to get better play from the bottom of their lineup, it's still their division. It's still the National League.
Conceded that.
Conceded that. They're the World Series champs. But I don't like overlooking it. the Padres, especially the way Fernando Tatis has been playing, you know what I mean? And so with their roster and the battles that they've had with the Dodgers has made them a lot better. And so their rotation, you look like Nick Pivetta, they've added him, and he's been outstanding in that rotation in San Diego. I don't know. I love Big Heart, but I might have to take a Dr. Flop and say, see me in June, because this is the best division in baseball. I mean, I don't think any in the history of baseball you've had 3 teams with 100-plus wins. But right now, you have 4 teams almost trending for 100-plus wins. So I don't know, KB. I'm sorry. I see the way you're looking at me right now, Cat Daddy. I can't pick just one. I like Napoleon ice cream. I like them all.
Can we get a little F-35 up on the set? Big Hurt, you out there somewhere?
I really like them all right now. It's early.
Come on, you like them all.
I like them all. I like the Padres. I like the Giants, and I'm intrigued to see what the Giants do with their roster because they're finally all healthy offensively. And the Padres, I'm never going to go against Manny Machado until they play the Dodgers.
Hey, let me ask you a question. You go out to dinner. You can be like, you know what, I'll take the chicken, steak, and the shrimp.
That's right. You see the suit. The money came home. I can afford it. You see your suit, Mr. Super Bowl. You can buy it, too. Yeah, that's right. I'm picking them all right now.
I'll take the Buick and the Malibu. Dodgers are on a mission, trying to repeat, right? Would back-to-back titles be enough to satisfy the new evil empire? There you go. And, of course, we've got Off the Wall. We've got comedy. All coming up next, Caught Looking. We'll have some fun. Stay with us. Post-game show rolls on.
This is a meal. Melty, cheesy, flaky, toasty. Lunch just got croissant-tastic. Try the new croissant toast sandwiches. It just meals good at Panera.
At Choice Hotels like this Quality Inn, you get more for your money so you can maximize any vacation and get more of that family time. Can I see that? Maximized. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
I earned my degree online at Southern New Hampshire University.
After I graduated, I started a new job.
I was finally able to realize my purpose and passion in life. Pursuing my degree gave me so many opportunities to grow. Don't just think about yourself. Think about the lives that you can really change. SNHU laid the groundwork.
I am doing what I've always wanted to do.
If I was back at the beginning, I would choose SNHU all over again.
Outback Steakhouse has a 3-course meal called the
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
With soup or salad, your choice of select entrees, and a cheesecake for dessert.
Oi, 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 oi.
It's three oys. 3 courses starting at $14.99 at Outback for a limited time.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Wait, there's a peanut inside me? Nice. M&M's. It's more fun together.
Frigidaire has been putting families first for over a century. And we dare to advance with solutions that make life easier. With room for up to 35 bags of groceries, designed to maximize your space. And features made for the way families live. Like our first-to-market fridge-to-freezer drawer that reimagines versatility. Frigidaire adapts and performs for you and with you. Dare to expect more. Frigidaire.
This Easter, the UFL takes over spring's biggest weekend. With the Fox Football Extravaganza, it's wall-to-wall football packed with big plays, big hits, and everything you love about the game. Are you kidding me? 3 nights, 3 UFL games, 1 network. Outstanding! The Fox Football Extravaganza kicks off Friday night at 8 Eastern.
This is a meal. A first-of-its-kind, buttery, flaky sandwich that reminds you of when you studied abroad meal.
This brings me back to Paris. You had a layover.
Try the new croissant toast sandwiches. It just meals good at Panera.
All right, our game on FS1 tonight. Royals and Tigers in Detroit, start of a big 4-game series. Spencer Torkelson is off to a wonderful start this year.
He's fun to watch. You could tell in the box he's very confident in his approach, not going to cover off the ball. He's a big-time player for the Detroit Tigers.
3 RBIs, 2 hits for him. Next batter, this is really encouraging. Riley Green had off to a really slow start. Not tonight.
very important for him to have fun and start covering that baseball as well.
3 for 5 tonight for him, and then Torkelson again, 8th inning, give you a little more cushion. Tigers win it 6-1 the final. It's a good start to this weekend set against the Royals. 2 upstart playoff surprises last year. Detroit in early first place for them in the AL Central. Hey, this weekend, be sure to catch Fox Saturday Baseball. Most of you will see the reigning champion Dodgers battling the Rangers, finally produced by Pete Macheska. Others will see the Cardinals and the Mets. Coverage begins at 4 Eastern on Fox. Well, look, after winning the World Series last year, the Dodgers have proven they'll do whatever it takes to get back to the Fall Classic, but it's not as simple as buying the game's best players. It's about finding the right players for the right moment.
Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is gone! Gibby, meet Freddie!
Looking back, if you don't hit that home run, if you guys lose that game, series change?
This game is so crazy. It just can go so many different ways. That momentum change for us, and we just carried it right through and played really good the rest of the way.
We were coming off a tough series, emotionally kind of drained a little bit. And so winning that game definitely energized us some more.
Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series!
It wasn't smooth sailing. It was hard. It was a grind. Even though we had a good team, it was still hard to get through, and we were able to accomplish big things.
We got a championship now! I can't wait to run this back next year. Let's go Dodgers!
Everyone knows how difficult it is to repeat. What do you think it would take for this team to do it?
Everybody's coming at us, but just fine. That's cool. We're going at them. When we added guys and quote unquote we are better, but that doesn't mean anything.
All the new faces this year you've brought in, what are they going to add?
The common thing that they will all add is that none of them has won a championship. We're excited to have them be a part of this club and have that hunger for a championship.
This talk of you guys as the new evil empire, this behemoth, all of this talk, it's bad for the game. What do you say?
Bring it on. I think that we're the best organization in sports. It's a compliment that everyone hates you.
Everybody wants to win here, and so that's not bad for baseball. You can't be mad at creating a good culture.
What would it take for this organization to be considered not just a World Series champion in 20 or 24, but a dynasty?
Win 3 in a row. And we want to do something that's never been done. Our goal is to be looked at as the best organization of all time. So we got a lot of work to do, but it's up to us.
I love that answer from Dave Roberts, right? You're looking at back-to-back World Series champs in the expansion era. It hasn't happened too often, right? Yankees are the last team to do it. Great job by Ken Rosenthal in those interviews. And look, it's fascinating. The Dodgers are so good. Still have to get back there. Still have to do, go and do it. Mm-hmm. What have you liked so far? The division's so good. They're not even first place so far, but long way to go. But what stands out about what's on the field for them so far this year?
All right, well, there's a couple things. First of all, Yamamoto is a true ace. It feels like that clunker that he had in Korea when he first came over seems like 10 years ago. Every time they need a big game, a big start, he is on the mound and he's delivering. I love his metrics. The split finger, the slider, and the fastball, and you're seeing the confidence and the mound presence. He has a 1 ERA, 28 strikeouts in his 22 innings, so the swing and miss is there, so they need him. The second part of it, Tommy Edman is an absolute star. I know he was banged up before with the Cardinals. All of a sudden, he comes in a Dodger uniform. He's been absolutely outstanding, hitting .273 over his last 10 ball games with 10 RBIs. He's knocking the cover off the ball, and he's showing more power from the left side. But with everybody injured, they can slide him up into the middle of the lineup. And also defensively, he's a Swiss Army knife that can put him anywhere in the infield and outfield, and he provides high-level defense. The concerning part is the bottom of the order. 7, 8, and 9 positions in that lineup. They're dead last in batting average. And so what made them outstanding last year is the ability to get productivity in the bottom of the order and being able to turn over the lineup and getting guys like Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman 5 at-bats. If they do that, they win the game more often than not. But right now, Shohei has not had a lot of chances to knock people in because there's not people on base. So They got to wreck that very quickly, especially when they go up against some of these teams in the division, like the San Diego Padres, like the Diamondbacks, that can score and put pressure on them as far as the rotation.
Don't you think Dave Roberts has an interesting job? Obviously, you're trying to win as many games as possible. You got to win the division first, but I feel like you also have to keep guys fresh, coming off their recent playoff runs. And if you want to get back and do it again, it's going to be a long year.
Well, he's one of the best managers and communicators in all of baseball. That's why I was a Dave Roberts defender. And then, you know, in Los Angeles, it's championship or bust, but he handles that expectation and he sends a message in that locker room of togetherness. And so when everybody puts pressure on them, they say, we're going to stay together. And look at all that adversity they dealt with in the last couple of seasons. And for them to be able to win a world championship and defend, a lot of that credit starts at the helm at Dave Roberts.
Yeah, he's been amazing, obviously. And I love his answer.
Yeah.
What's win 3 in a row? I love that. So good. And teams may be a little jealous. They got to keep it. They got to stop it. All right, time for the latest edition of Caught Looking. Let's have a little fun here. Let's stay in Los Angeles. Last night, Mookie Betts at the plate. Look out in the dugout. You don't expect a line drive from a righty coming in the dugout like that.
And Shohei, like, what had happened? Oh, my, that's the hit me, not Shohei.
Look at him. He just celebrated a home run.
Listen, if it was the wrong batter at the plate, you're going home.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Bronx last night, shall we? David Cohn broadcasting the game, getting injured during the broadcast.
Didn't take long to get somebody.
Uh-oh.
How's that leg, Cody? You got a little cramp working there?
Yeah, I got a little hammy.
Got to get them phosphorus in your Coney.
Grimace on your face.
Oh, man, I got a little hammy. Oh, man, right in the belly of my hamstring.
Oh, boy.
Mid-game hammy.
You got to get them bananas in your Coney.
Oh, my God. That's unbelievable. All right, Tampa last night. Ray's ball boy having some issues.
Clank, 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 clank.
This is the first, and then he gets another chance.
The coaching box.
Oh, Dwayne Stats and Brian Anderson, what do you have to say on the
Great
broadcast?
Position. He may want a little bit more give in the short tomorrow night. It's a little stiff, a little less quad would be good.
Yeah, a little more stretch.
Oh, man, that's tough.
Oh, man, you know they all over him, man. Welcome to the big leagues.
He's now hiding behind the pole. Out in Baltimore, Nolan Jones, ground ball at first. Mountcastle gets it, throws.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, Bobby Boucher.
Hey.
Oh, my Lord.
Thank God for a couple inches above the belt.
Oh, man.
That could have been really dicey. There you go. He was okay. Out to New York, the S&Y crew with Gary, Keith, and Ron having some fun with hot dog etiquette.
Oh, boy. That's an abomination right there.
Wow. Look at the ketchup on that. Oh. Come on now. Oh, good. With the relish? No, you can't do that. I love ketchup, but not with relish. Terrible mix. Terrible.
Mustard, sauerkraut.
Okay.
Come on, it's
New
New York.
If you have sauerkraut with it, you can't have ketchup. It's got to be mustard only. But the blend of mustard with ketchup on a dog. Oh.
Those are my boys, Gary, Keith, and Ron. Why is that hot dog brown, out of curiosity?
It looked like the struggle. I'm sorry, man. That's a struggle glizzy right there, bro.
You just didn't feel it was good food, but that was a brown hot dog.
No, I don't like that, man.
What do you put on hot dog?
Not that hot dog. I put it in the trash. That's an IL hot dog.
I'll put it in the trash. Oh, God. The Ghost Runner rule has made late-night marathons a thing of the past. We'll go back in time on the longest games ever when we come back.
New Chipotle Honey Chicken brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Thank you so much.
That's why we do it, Marcy.
It really makes all the effort worth it. Gathering the most in-depth info, making a clean new homes.com that improves home shopping, creating a better way for people
to find the perfect home to build their lives.
Are you okay?
No, it's the dust-based allergy. Oh, there's another one.
That's why we do it, isn't it? Got a lot of dust in your...
So dusty.
Yeah. Bing dong.
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. And I need you, and I miss you.
At MLBshop.com, you can get all the latest officially licensed merchandise for you and your family. But if you really want to level up your game, you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor, your swim coach, your neighbor, your accountant, your gardener, your best friend, your bandmate, your boss, your kid's teacher, your mailman. Visit MLBshop.com and stock up on officially licensed on-field merchandise from your favorite teams.
500 miles of asphalt, deep in the heart of Alabama, is the home of chaos and chance.
Here we go, guys.
The big one. It's here where legends are made, or dreams are crushed. The Jack Links 500 from Talladega, April 27th on Fox.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
Hurry to the Spring Rush selling spree at Highland Toyota. Get $18,000 lease cash on select vehicles. Scan the QR code, lease these new 2025s. Tacoma, $319 a month. Camry Hybrid, $329 a month. Or RAV4, $369 a month. And get 1.99% financing on Tundra. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Highland Toyota. John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. We've got the inventory.
The Kings of the Lanes lay everything on the line for a major. The PBA, Sunday on Fox.
On this date in 2008, Rockies and Padres played 22 innings in San Diego. A 6-hour, 16-minute marathon saw 15 pitchers combined to throw 658 pitches. Eventually, Troy Tulowitzki put the Rockies ahead in the 22nd before Kip Wells struck out pitcher Glendon Rush to end the game at 1:21 a.m. local time, a game that Anthony Masterson, our researcher, watched every single second of. Diehard Rockies fan. God bless him. There you go. That doesn't happen anymore with Ghost Runners. Yankees-Rays, little update from earlier, playing in their home for spring training. Rays home this year because of the hurricane damage to the Trop. You get the idea. This is also the idea. Aaron Judge just hits every single night.
He's
every
on
night.
Fire, KB, covering the slider and the fastball, power and knocks too.
Yeah, Brandon Lau going to get the Rays back in it, but Judge says, not so fast. Let me show you the hose. Got him, coach.
Have you seen my movies? The best.
Here's Train's guy, Ben Rice.
I like his game, man. Bat the ball skills is elite. He's not afraid of the big moment and an important piece in that lineup.
Yeah, that's a good score for some. Guardians-Orioles, first inning Gunnar Henderson against Tanner Bybee. And Gunnar, power the other way. And is it enough? Just enough for his first of the year.
Offense has to be good every single day. With their lineup being healthy, they can do that.
How about a little D, Gunnar? Maybe defense, self-defense, but it worked.
Yeah, got to respect that. Knocked it down, stayed with it, and showed the howitzer across the diamond.
Really nice. Just gets Jose Ramirez who can run. Let's go here. Ryan O'Hearn, bottom of the third, hits one deep. It is tip top of the wall and over. 3-run home run, third of the year. Orioles win it 6-2. Mets beginning a homestand against St. Louis. Pete Alonso known for, how about a little D from the polar bear?
That's more like Chewbacca, my bad.
Is that an owl? Or?
That's Chewbacca.
Mark Vientos, boy, they've been waiting for his bat to come alive, and here it is.
Very important. This young man was a weapon in the postseason. They get him going, man. That's a scary lineup.
Yeah, such a smart play. Francisco Lindor with a base hit, right? Tries to be aggressive, gets caught up. But watch what he does here, Train.
Love this. He understands the importance of being able to steal another run, getting the run down just long enough for Taylor to be able to score. That's good baseball.
4-1 Mets, first place in the NL East. Some news today from the NL East. Nationals reliever Jorge Lopez suspended for 3 games after this, throwing a pitch at Andrew McCutchen's face last night in the loss. That sparked both benches to clear. Lopez hit Brian Reynolds with a pitch the previous at-bat. Washington manager Dave Martinez also suspended for 1 game. So How would the rematch go in Pittsburgh today? Any bad blood? Miguel Cairo, the acting manager, since Davey was suspended. And we go to the first inning. O'Neal Cruz taking out some frustration.
Whoa!
He hit a couple of absolute missiles today.
Yeah, that's a bucko blast. Nobody can do that better. I love that swing, especially at the top of the lineup. Man, he's got some juice.
Mm-hmm. Fourth home run of the year. Andrew Heaney on the hill for the Buccos.
Go ahead.
Little D.
Heaney can do that. Induce a lot of soft contact. Get a little swing and miss with a nice whooper-duper as well.
1-0 right there, 1-0. A's White Sox, fifth inning, A's up. Lawrence Butler at the plates, waiting patiently.
Uh-oh.
Turns on one.
And the A's hit bombs.
They do.
They can hit.
Yes, they do. They outscored the White Sox 23-4 in this series.
Oh, my goodness.
That is something. Tyler Soderstrom, he leads the majors in home runs. This is his 9th.
I know they got internet in the locker room. They got to stop pitching to him.
I guess they're still doing it. 8-0. A's with the sweep, looking really, really good, and that'll do it for your day in baseball. As we wrap it up here, you want to go get a hot dog? No. I asked. I mean, I thought as a friend you might want to come along, but
it better not be that Nathan's one that looks soggy on TV.
Thanks for watching. Of course, we had fun. Hope you did too. Kevin Harvick's Happy Hour is coming up next. First, we leave you with the very best from tonight in the majors. Enjoy. See ya.
Lonzo over the shoulder. Beautiful play. Wow.
O'Neal Cruz with a cruise missile. Oh, baby. Aaron Judge showing off the arm on a dot.
Oh, that glove glistens. Gorman, the glove flip, and he just got him. Oh, he nearly had it. Out of bare hand throws and makes a great play.
Just such a beautiful sound, beautiful sight.